Yo, welcome back. Return to the Mac, episode 113. M.A.C. Moss, Andrew, Carl, back in the building for another week.
Yeah.
An exciting week.
Yes.
Hells yeah.
Got hype here at the end of the week.
A lot of shit going on this week.
Music got me excited.
It's a hella disrespectful Friday going on.
Oh, God.
Mad disrespect this week.
Why you say it's disrespect?
You ain't hear that music, bro? People got some shit to get off their chest.
What you mean?
Like, what you mean?
Kanye and Drake beefing and Kendrick coming
back.
in
I
angry.
need more like background on that. I mean, I know they've been like at odds for
did
a
a little
while,
bit,
but
too. It's really stupid as fuck, right?
yeah, right. It's like it's some rich people beef type shit.
At this point, it's reminding me of the 50 and Ye shit back in the day.
All right,
at this point.
we just gonna get into it right now?
Fuck it. Let's go.
All right, so I did the same thing. I was like, I honestly don't even remember how this started. So I looked up like a history of it. And it was a bunch of like normal, regular shit for a while, I feel like. Just kind of, we both think we're the best, little minor stuff. And then at some point it got nasty.
Well,
it got really personal.
They were good until the Pusha T thing, right? Because prior to that,
Well,
Drake was helping Kanye with his album.
There was quite a few shots before, back and forth. I don't remember.
No, because that's what Drake said in Duppy is like, I just left from over there writing for your boss, pretty much. Like that's what he said in that Duppy disc or whatever. So.
right. Well, Drake has a history of beefing with people that he looked up to. Like he beefed with Jay for a little bit. He beefed with Pusha, we know. Now he's beefing with Kanye.
Why you think he looked up to Pusha T?
And in the past, he said it. He was a fucking biggest fan of Clips. He's mad Clips.
I mean,
they were saying that shit, bro.
I don't know if he looked up to him.
Nah. He was like a fan. Like it's out there.
They said it. He said he had bought like an autographed microphone.
From Pusha, he didn't even know if it was real. Like that type of level.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, it was a legitimate.
So he was a fan,
like a
bro.
history of it, like it's like a trend.
Just call it what
Because
you
if
want.
anything, he would be beefing with like Wayne if that was one of the trends that was.
Wayne put him on. It's a different thing. But anyway,
I don't know.
He has a history of beefing with his idols per se. The people he
Maybe
looked
they
up
just
to
mad
in the
because
game.
he risen up.
So it's just another thing.
Their level or better. I don't know. Whatever. We can get off of that.
All right, so I still think that Kim is the reason why Kanye hates Drake. I think Kanye is taking it extremely personal, whatever they had in the past, and cannot let that go. I think that's why Kanye's side keeps doing it. And this is just my theory. All right, do y'all remember the interview where Drake sat down with Elliott Wilson?
Yeah.
And B-Dot?
Yeah.
I remembered it vaguely, but I don't even remember if I watched it. That was one of like the key points in the article I was reading of their beef. So I pulled up that interview.
He took some subtle shots.
There's a point where they're asking him directly about Pusha T and Kanye, and he's like, no, I have no interest in reconciling with either one of them kind of thing. You gotta watch the interview again, because you're gonna say I'm lying. He was about to cry.
He was.
Drake had a tear.
I remember saying this.
He had a tear in his eye just talking about how, like...
I remember bringing this up, and you thought I was bullshitting. He was on the verge of tears.
I would have said you were bullshitting. I don't know if I did back then, but I would have said you were full of it.
Yeah.
When he was talking about Kanye specifically, and it wasn't like I'm not trying
His feelings probably hurt.
Yeah, I'm not trying to go in on Drake. I'm not trying to go in on
these
Drake.
Dudes. Both of them, him and Pusha.
His feelings were clearly hurt.
right.
Like what he said specifically was he was like, yo, me and Kanye, he says it's all love and stuff, but it's not. It's not all love. He's got a problem with me, and there's nothing that I can do to fix it. Like you could tell his feelings were hurt.
Right.
He said it like he wanted to fix it.
Yeah.
Like he wanted to fix the relationship.
Yeah, he was like
he was hurt by this shit.
He said it's not on my side. It's not on my side. I don't have hate for him. He has hate for me. I can't fix it, so I have no interest in fixing it. Yeah. And from that point forward is when it seems like he decided, like, fuck it. I'm gonna hurt him back, and I'm coming for him, and I think that's where we're at now.
It gets to that point, but I mean,
I think they're both hurt.
I mean, yeah, right, and you look, Drake is the kind of guy who wears like his heart on his sleeve.
Kanye
anyway.
too.
Yeah, right, yeah, definitely.
You got two emotional dudes that got their feelings hurt,
right. And then I think Kanye it's just like it was a narrative going out there of how like Drake was fucking Kim or something like that, and I remember Kanye
that he had at least.
Probably. I mean, I'm like 95% sure that that's happened.
Sure, there's a lot of people that
Right.
It's wild because like we know a lot of people that did.
Yeah.
Kanye. Like we've seen her.
But I guess
What we talking about?
Kanye put out that video was like, it's not okay that this narrative is going around and you're not correcting it, or you're not like he's supposed to just say so. Oh, this is not true,
Just 'cause it's Drake.
rebuke it. Like, come on, bro, chill.
Yeah, so I think the idea that a lot of people have been with Kim doesn't bother Kanye because he sees himself as higher than all these people.
Right.
Because
Drake is on that at least equal level, if not beyond, and that's what bothers him.
Yeah.
There's somebody that's as big as me that had my wife, and
Yeah, Ray J's cool. It's like I
Ray
can
J's
deal with a nigga like Ray J.
It's a joke.
you might want to put a little bit more respect on Ray J's name, but I feel it.
I mean, but still, he's nowhere near Kanye.
It's a joke. Though, at that point.
Right.
This is serious.
What's
so.
up with the what's up with the address sharing? See, I didn't see that. But
That was
apparently
weird.
he shared Drake's actual physical address.
Yeah. So people on Twitter were saying that is a known thing. That it's almost a tourism spot in Toronto.
Yeah, I'm about to say everybody knows where he lives already.
So I mean, it's
still
still
like one of the biggest fucking cribs in Toronto.
Yeah, you can still tell the intent was to do him dirty. So Kanye was trying to put him on blast for sure.
What did he share it on? Twitter?
Instagram. It was like a geocached pinpoint thing. I was also reading that would have meant he had to have been there to send it. It was just something I read.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So, but anyway, that was one of the subtle shots. What else happened between them back and forth? The Joker thing. The Joker thing happened after we left.
Yeah, that was before when he shared his location.
Yeah, so this was after we recorded on Saturday.
Yeah.
Or we recorded Friday last week.
Right.
And I was at your party when this popped up. Moss had sent it to us.
Yeah, I have no time to look at shit like that at that time.
He added in, it's apparently a conversation with Drake and multiple people, it's a group chat.
Yeah, he added Pusha to it.
He added Pusha in, posted the Joker meme, and said something to the effect of, I've had athlete, nerd, N-words like you try to bully me my whole life, I'll end you.
Yeah.
Some shit like that.
Who did that?
Kanye
posted that to
on
Drake.
Instagram.
Yeah, it was
like a
message that he sent
screenshot.
Him and some
What's
other people.
what's the Joker mean? What is that? What are you talking about?
It's like I'm going to destroy the world. I don't care if I go down as well. Joker is just notorious for I'm going to burn it down. I'll take you down. Fuck me. I don't care about me.
Most fucked up villain of all time type thing. Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty. That was extremely interesting that day. I was so fucking hyped.
You see how people was looking at the little line of a text before that he had sent
About
to
the green
Virgil,
watch or some shit.
Yeah, make me a what do you say? Make me a watch. I wanted to do backflips. Because Drake had a line that Virgil said. Virgil got my shit doing front flips on the line. He said, so he said that in the text. I was Kanye is a funny motherfucker.
Why are they being so petty about this shit?
These two are so petty,
they are
bro.
children.
Where my watch at?
This is when you got too much money.
Well, the last thing before we talk about how petty and childish they are, the last thing, Drake Friday morning Sports Center has an interruption where his album release date for September 3rd pops up, and they're posting everywhere that he hacked the ESPN system.
Yeah.
I thought this was the corniest, dumbest shit I've ever heard for a rollout. And then later in the day when Academics posted that in Batman, he hacked the news channel and put out whatever he was saying, I was like, oh, all right.
Yeah.
That's fire. That's fire.
You know that Drake is super calculated and strategic when it comes to shit like this. He really be playing chess.
That's incredible.
When it comes to stuff and it's not a hack. I know ESPN put out that shit talking about I'm sorry for the disturbance. I'm sure that's all cooked into the same
ESPN partnership
promo type shit. Yeah, right.
For sure.
They both are making the internet right now.
Right. Well,
look, they both are playing into it.
Who has
you talking about ESPN and Drake or Drake and Kanye?
All three.
All three of them are doing the same thing.
All of the above is playing into this shit right now.
I don't care because it's entertaining.
Yeah.
I'm going to look at it as wrestling.
Would ESPN, Kanye has a problem with Disney and all. He's mentioned it before.
No, he worships Disney.
He's trying to get to that level though.
Yeah,
I don't know if hasn't he said some negative things about
he says, I am
want to get to
Disney.
that. Kanye is using Apple right now. We know Drake was Apple. He's not with Apple anymore.
Yeah, right.
So it could be a battle of the Titans type shit right now with Disney and Apple. Maybe. I don't know.
I think it's just a perfect opportunity for both of them.
Right.
Drake uses ESPN to reach more people about the album.
Right.
ESPN uses SportsCenter's like just an everyday show that they know they're going to get random listeners. But if you know that people are looking to see what was that hack thing they're
the biggest
talking
artist
about?
in the world wants to do something with us, fuck yeah.
Through the roof.
Let's do it.
Yeah, right.
Let's do it.
Why wouldn't you?
Let's do it.
Like ESPN's, didn't Drake do the ESPYs before and stuff like that? So it was just like,
Yep, bodied it too.
you know, so they have a relationship already. This is not a hack. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
It's clearly not a hack.
They didn't need to hack. He just called, yeah, my man's, we're trying to do this Friday. Let's go.
Right. Let's make it happen. Oh, Drake? Drake? Yeah, sure.
What do you want to do? You want to do the whole show?
Yeah, right. Okay, yeah, we can make that work.
So do we believe that we get albums from both of them next week?
I do not. I don't know. I'm still not going to believe that Donda
Kanye's putting out a fucking Bluetooth speaker, right?
Yeah, but I think that's just an additional accessory. I definitely want to get to that as well.
He's selling a whole lot of shit without putting out the music. He's taking full advantage of all this
Selling
shit.
all of it.
He's selling
How
everything.
much money has he made?
I say
so
like
far?
I think I seen like $12.5 million.
That's what I saw this morning.
Prior to the album even being
without the
released.
songs.
I think
no songs yet.
my understanding is that 12 and a half is just from the 3 venues
Right.
and merch.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So $12 million on the album. I would imagine that the album would. Do you think it sells more or less because of this rollout?
Oh no, it's gonna do.
It's still gonna do numbers.
Well, it's gonna do numbers regardless.
Yeah.
I'm saying I wonder if as many people stream the album.
Yeah, because people haven't really. They want to hear it in like the totality or like being able to like really sit down with it because you've really only been able to hear it when Kanye wants you to at this point, right?
Right.
So,
I guess the point that I'm trying, or what I was thinking about, is I think we already talked about this last week. I already thought Drake was going to outsell him anyway, but I think Drake probably ends up outselling him more because we're all waiting for all of these albums. But Friday hits. Are you going to listen to the album that you've heard 3 times,
Or the one that you
the
haven't
album
heard?
that you haven't
Right,
heard
that's
at all?
fact. That's
So at
fact.
least for first week sales,
Right,
I think
right,
this
right.
kind of hurts his numbers that wise. But is it a hurt if you made $12.5 million off of it? You know what I
Nobody
mean?
else can say that.
No, it's a net positive, but I
Right,
think
right,
it hurts
right,
his
right.
first week streaming numbers. To be
But
honest,
And it's kind of what Drake's point in all this and how he's been responding to him too. Is like, you're not changing nothing for me.
yeah,
You can keep doing these
Yeah.
listening parties, selling merch, have these fucking Bluetooth speakers, all this shit. It's not changing nothing for me. When I drop, it's going to change everything.
seriously
It don't matter.
I don't think they're gonna drop it on the same day.
They might
Is
not.
it
I
like
do.
like set in stone that Drake is dropping next week?
Well, he just announced that Friday.
Yeah.
That was
On my
what the
B-Day.
hack-in thing was. September
it's a good day.
3rd. September 3rd album comes.
That's his. Oh, okay. That's your B-Day?
Yeah, it's a good day.
Oh, okay. Word.
There you go.
It's going down.
What a great birthday.
I guess I'm a
This
certified
might be-
lover boy next weekend.
You gotta. You should get the heart part.
You got
I should
For your
get the hard
birthday.
part.
in your
You
beard.
gotta do it.
Wow, in my beard.
In your beard.
I would not suggest
Change the
that.
game.
Yeah, I might.
Don't
Change
do
the
that.
I might have to pull out one.
Change the
do
game.
I don't want to fuck up my beard though.
Don't do that.
I don't.
Don't listen to this.
Right.
Don't do
That's
that.
just gonna look wild.
Right here on
But you definitely should get the hard part. If I had a low cut, I would get it.
Yeah, I've been
would
watching
think the
this
shit.
reality show on HBO, and there's this dude in there. He got the hard part. Shit look mad fucking corny.
What's it called? It looks corny on Drake. What's it
It's
called?
it's like a black reality show by Issa Rae. I forgot what it's called. Some
You think
shit
it looks
about LA.
corny? I think
It
it looks
looks mad corny
I
because it's
think
like
the heart does. I like to make fun of Drake just because it's fun. Obviously, he's a cool.
Drake
I
can
think it
pull it
looks
off
kinda
because
fire.
it's Drake. But it's weird when other people start doing it. It's like when Wiz did the blonde strip and then motherfuckers started doing the
Yeah,
blonde
'cause
strip.
everybody
That shit was weird to me.
Right.
No, nobody's feeling Dennis Schroeder that it's over.
Right, it's over. Let it go,
It's
bro.
over.
Let
Let
that shit go.
Nobody told him.
That's
The
probably
fucking
the
blonde
reason
strip
why
is
shit
dead.
ain't working
Bro.
out.
Wiz got dreads and shit now. Shit's done.
Next year, Schroeder's showing up with the Odell cut. He's like, "Yo, this is the new wave."
Right? Like say Odell, let that shit back at
Just
LSU.
keep on missing the mark, don't you?
Oh wow.
Super
Yeah,
radio.
I don't know. What was you saying?
I think they do. I think they do end up dropping. I do think at this point, I believe Kanye has been waiting. I think he's been pushing
Just
it back
waiting
for a
for
date.
this day.
What I think he should do. I think he's going to get crushed on the numbers. So we already talked about that. I think he should put out the album the week after. In today's age, music doesn't last very long anyway. But the big artists are going to hit, and you're going to listen to them for a little bit. But if one big artist drops, and the next week the other big artist drops, there's just like this is the most recent album.
I'm not sure if he gets crushed. I think Drake does ultimately outsell him, but I don't know. It's a lot of hype surrounding Donda. It's a lot of hype surrounding Drake's album as well.
I think it could be 750 to 500, but that's like that's a massive difference.
Yeah, it's for sure.
Did y'all like what y'all heard in the last listening party? I didn't catch all of it. I caught like the tail end.
I was so excited by this last listening party. I hate to be one of the like over the top Kanye fans, but
it sounded amazing.
He just is so good at what he does.
It sounded amazing, but I mean, I didn't know what the fuck was happening.
Keep changing.
Didn't matter
the whole time. You don't know. You're watching it and you're like trying to figure it out.
This is hip hop theater. This is Hamilton.
Right.
That's a good way to put it on.
That's what this shit is.
That's what it is. That's what Donda's all about.
Yeah.
It's like, it's an experience for sure. Like, I was fighting sleep, trying to stay up.
I wonder what Drake was thinking when Kanye set himself on fire.
Yeah, he set his fucking self
on fire. This motherfucker is setting himself on fire to sell this album right now.
Probably
set himself on fire, bro.
That probably is what he was thinking.
That's like extreme level trying to get some shit off.
It was so dope, though.
Fire.
Who else would do some shit?
All right, so we're gonna be. Go ahead.
That one scene where he was floating in the air, I thought the motherfucker was really flying.
I missed that.
The graphics and everything was awesome. Like the CGI.
He flew in the last one, didn't he?
We gotta go through this because topics are relatively light, and I was just blown away by this whole thing.
It's awesome.
Yeah. So it starts off. The door finally opens. He's mad late, of course. It's like 11:30-ish before the thing even starts. So they open up and comes out on the porch is Kanye, Marilyn Manson, and DaBaby.
What the fuck?
I'm on my phone because I was watching the Yankees game on my computer. I'm on my phone, so obviously it's small. I see somebody with the white face paint, and I thought it was Pusha T in the Joker mask. I was like, oh my God.
That would have been nuts.
This shit is crazy. So I took it off my phone to pull it up on a bigger screen, and I was like, oh my God, it's Marilyn Manson. This might be crazier than what I thought it was.
Crazy. Yeah.
So there's still to this day no explanation on that.
He's just there.
But Marilyn and DaBaby being a part of the opening
good aesthetic.
And being there the entire time, I think it is partially just an outrage thing. Of just like, you look at this and it has everybody talking. There's people mad. There's people excited. It's just like a shock factor.
I see the contrast he tried to go for.
Secondly, I also think
that's all part of the art of it.
Yeah, I also think that there's a piece of Kanye that comes with, like, Kanye's always been somebody that rubs people the wrong way and then gets back in their good graces. Mm-hmm. And he's
done it his entire career.
It's also a large part of the Christian philosophy. Sinner that is able to be forgiven no matter what they've done, kind of thing. So I think that was his at least thought process on having those two, since they're currently both canceled.
What are the? I don't know what's going on. I don't follow Marilyn.
He's got Me Too allegations.
Oh, okay, that's what I've seen.
Oh, yeah, something new is going on with him.
Yeah,
like within the last 4 or 5 months, he got Me Too allegations. He's got a bunch of old girlfriends that said they were into like wild, crazy bondage shit with him, but then would talk about stuff that he did that was like crazy over the line. Yeah. Marilyn Manson's a fucking psycho, like Satanist.
What
like,
the fuck do people expect from this dude? Like when you get into a relationship with this guy, what did you expect to happen? Look at how he fucking shows up.
They thought it was gonna be regular.
Look how he appeared. Right? Yeah.
I'm gonna find out the real you.
Right? Come on. Yeah, and you're gonna be fucking locked in the chained in the basement. That's how you're gonna find out the real him. I mean, this dude is fucking nuts. Is this what he shows you up front? You know, a lot of people conceal stuff like that. He shows you that he's crazy up front. If you deep dive into that shit, it only gets worse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck are we looking at?
That was my thought process when I read about the allegations back at the time. Some of the stuff sounds pretty nasty and it's fucked up, so certainly not a Marilyn Manson sympathizer, but as you so eloquently stated, my man showed you who he is. I don't think we should be surprised when he's into weirdo, like crazy sex stuff.
Sounds on par to me.
Right, it sounds on
very much.
This dude looks nuts, man.
So that was the opening. And then, like you're talking about, there's just so much stuff going in where they're bringing in like a trail of black SUVs that are circling around the stage. And people are walking around, and it's just like, what? Why?
It's like something going down.
Yeah, you're trying to figure out what's going on.
Hey, I feel about them, replacing Hov with DaBaby on that song.
I think that all of the different versions of the songs are a little bit of an encouragement towards buying the stem player.
Right.
I think he loads all the verses into the stem player, and you can kind of choose how you want the song to go.
On it. He needs to put both the verses on the song.
On like the regular Spotify version
song,
or whatever.
He needs to have both.
I'm not sure if Hov
because the
clears
baby
that.
bodied that shit, and he might not cleared it too.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Because he put that shit out the day he did it. He played that shit. So he might not have got that shit cleared yet. But the baby bodied that shit.
He did.
He spazzed.
Yeah,
he fucking spazzed.
Yeah, I don't care honestly about. There was a lot of changes that were made. The baby to replacing Jay-Z was big. The locks being removed and Cudi being removed were like the three that I saw on Twitter that were the most like fan outrage of people upset. But I don't know. My opinion is still that I think we have access to all of those versions when he puts out that stem
first
thing,
version.
but I don't know.
The first version I still got.
How'd you do that?
Found it on Reddit.
Okay. Yeah, I need to just like try to find it on YouTube or something and rip it.
You can get it. I'm gonna try to find the last one.
The music is phenomenal though. It sounds great still. Who else was there? Travis Scott was there. Don Toliver was there. West Side came out. That's right. Did y'all hear about the girl that was on there?
Yeah, right quick, bro. This is kind of like the highlight for me.
All right, we're gonna have to come.
I don't know. I just got we ain't playing music on the pod, and man, I feel like this is just needed.
I don't know what
it's
this
just like
about.
When he brought this part out, bro.
Okay.
I was like, oh, Kanye on a different type of time right on today because he in Chicago.
Oh, I hated this shit.
He on a different type of time. He brought my boy Ruga out. Y'all ain't heard this shit?
Terrible.
On GEN.
What the fuck is this?
They didn't let the GDs in the dough. Huh? They didn't let the GDs in the dough. They didn't let the GDs in the dough. I was like, oh shit, yeah, that's how you feeling on the gospel set?
It's crazy. I hated this song so much.
So is this his song or Kanye's song?
It's Ruga's song. He just had him performing during the joint. I was like, oh shit. No, he didn't. They didn't let the GDs in the dough.
I was all over Twitter. The whole
Larry Hoover created the GDs, so it's like it all intertwines with what he was talking about.
He had that right after he had the Larry Hoover son came out
so
to
it all
the
makes
house,
sense.
and then the song finishes with his son talking about Larry and stuff. Yeah, that was very interesting when that started playing.
Hard. That shit was hard. That shit was ringing off in that arena.
When that started playing, I was like, whoa, this is not what I was expecting.
It took a turn, bro. It really took a turn. I was like, damn, how you feeling?
It did.
They didn't let the GDs in the dough.
Interesting. I missed that part.
Yeah, I caught that at the tail end of the job. I was like, oh shit. I wonder what happened before this. If this is how you feeling at the end.
Yeah, well, there wasn't anything similar to that before.
Shit.
You had mentioned, when he's flying through the air and shit. It looked so real. I don't know how they did it, but it looked like he's like flying past the moon and shit. Like they had, I don't know if it's green screens or what, but it was not the same as just the ending where he kind of got lifted up through the roof.
Oh yeah,
last
he was
one.
the angel.
This was like a whole song with backdrops and shit. That was weird. The very end, when he lets himself on fire.
Yeah.
Lights himself on fire. That was crazy. Don't know exactly what that's supposed to mean.
I don't know if that was him.
No idea.
Then Kim
Who
comes
signs up for that?
walking up to the stage with a white wedding dress to end it, and the show just ends as they like meet at the front, and he takes off his mask for the first time that I've seen him in the last 6 months or some shit.
This motherfucker really thinks he is Walt Disney.
He is. He might be better than Disney. He's Disney, but he doesn't hate Jews.
Killing these live shows.
Man, the whole thing is just such a spectacle, though.
Yeah.
That was the thing. I don't know what half of it meant.
Yeah.
It's all artsy type shit. He's not explaining anything.
Nope.
But just the amount of intrigue that he brings. When I'm watching it the whole time, trying to figure out what the hell is going on. It ends, I'm trying to figure it out. I'm looking on Twitter, looking to see what everybody else is saying. He knows how to garner the conversation more than anybody else that I'm aware of.
That's for sure. Because you're not supposed to explain art. It's all about how you interpret it. Yeah, right. So like, to me, Kanye, I've always said that he's a fucking genius. because his like path of thinking, I feel like is just so unlike anybody else's that I don't know you would ever come across. I feel like the only other people who are, I don't know, on the same wavelength as Kanye West are like people you will hold in like high regard, like Bill Gates or like Elon Musk or something like that. And it's like, I mean, I don't even know if they are on the same level as Kanye when it just comes to like, I don't know, thought power. Because the dude is...
Y'all heard the theory of like, this is like the evolution of what he was doing with Life of Pablo? Remember when he dropped that and he was like still editing the shit week to week and changing songs and moving features around? Like it's just the evolution of that to where now he's doing the live and a live listening party and just tweaking songs and adding more features every time. Maybe it's what it is. Maybe this is what he's been trying to go for the whole time.
I think it is. I've never liked that genius word. I think it gets overused and I think it gets misused a lot. I don't particularly care for it in the sense of like the intelligence side of it. I can't speak to that about Kanye, but I looked up the definition when it was either that night when we were talking about it. Yeah. It was because we were both like, yo, he's kind of a genius. And definition of genius is exceptional intellectual or creative power or other natural ability. Right. If you're looking at it from a creative perspective, I don't know how you could say he's not genius because everything he does seems to change the landscape of the stuff moving forward. Right. And people are taking his ideas and building on it, but they're accepting the majority of his ideas. Right. And it's like I said, it's in different avenues. It's music, it's fucking fashion. He's moving forward in technologies. It's fucking crazy of how like I said, he doesn't stop. It's almost like he just keeps, I don't know, thinking about what's next. And it's super impressive. What can stop Kanye? You know, Kanye. Yeah. But even then, it's like I don't even know if he can slow person that can stop him. I don't even know if he can get in his own way.
Hear about that? He has to be off his meds in order to create and shit.
I have heard that.
That makes a lot of sense.
It seems to line up with what we've seen over the past 10 years. Right. You know, I don't think that was the case early on, but since the passing of Donda, he clearly needs to have those meds to be a normal person. But do you want to be a normal person if you're truly a genius? Exactly. I mean, that's a major internal strife.
He said that.
Take that cap off.
He said whatever, like his mental illness is his superpower.
On that Ye album.
Yeah, he said that. Like that's why he doesn't want. Like this is who I am. Like this is
that was
what
the name of the album. I hate being bipolar. What was it? Some shit about bipolar.
It was on the cover for sure.
That was I don't know. One of the songs was.
No, his name. He wrote it on the cover
in the song. That this is my superpower. But on the album, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it says I hate being bipolar. It's awesome. Right. It's the album cover. Yeah. Called Ye, but
see, I think we should get to the real threat that is showing his head this week. Well, yesterday.
Definitely want to do that. Anything else Kendrick related? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Kanye related.
With that fucking stem player shit or whatever that is.
Yeah, I did. I think that's fucking awesome. I like that stuff anyway. I think that stuff is cool anyway. Slowing up shit, samples and all that. I don't know nothing about it. I got into the whole music stuff late, but it seems so cool. Yeah. I'm not gonna buy one, but it seems dope.
I can see a normal consumer, the average listener of music is not.
What do you mean by that when you say that? You kept saying it in the chat the other day. What's the normal consumer?
Me.
Yeah, me, you, us.
I don't even know if y'all are y'all have some music.
Are you a DJ? You have a DJ?
Why you gotta be a DJ to use a Bluetooth speaker?
Because you wouldn't have any interest in doing that. Or otherwise you would have been DJing by now.
Nah.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think people gonna use this to be a DJ. Use that thing to be a DJ.
That's what it is, though. That's what you're doing. You're manipulating the song to different, like you're dropping a beat. You're
to me,
taking
it's a good merch device. Is what it seems like to me. It's like a merch device. It's something that you could sell as a merchandise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't think it's I mean, I guess you could look at it as like a revolutionary type of thing where you could sell your music or some shit like that. But it's something that fans can use for fun. Like I got that motherfucking stem joint from when he dropped the Donda. Like some nigga that could sell for like thousands of dollars years on in the head or something like that.
I get.
You know what I'm saying?
I think that's a fair point.
I see it as changing the landscape of how music is used or DJ going forward. I see it as a tool to where like an artist that or somebody that like is skilled in production and rapping, like a J. Cole or a Kanye. They don't need a DJ on the stage with them anymore or somebody to do it. Like they can really
use it like an instrument.
Yeah, they can control the shit and rap at the same time. Like that's how I see it being used going forward. Like as a tool for artists who are skilled in both of those areas, or just DJs in general. It could reduce. Like I said, nobody's spinning records anymore. They have all of this digital shit now. Why not do it as handheld? Now your DJ might could be your hype man too, or like literally jumping around on stage with you and all of that, because this is the device that they're using to do all that. They don't need all of this big set and fucking M.A.C and monitors and stuff like that in order to entertain the crowd now or to manipulate the music. That's how I see it going forward, but maybe not.
I can see maybe certain individuals using it for what you're talking about. I don't see it changing the landscape and everybody wanting to be their own DJ and hype man and rap and
not everybody's going to be capable of stuff like that.
Yeah,
that's why I say it's like it's going to be a specific type of person. Like,
yeah.
I said for
when you say change the landscape, you make it like, oh, this is what everybody going to be doing now. I don't see it being
possibly. I can see why once a DJ sees that you can have this handheld device instead of lugging all of this shit to a show. It's like, why wouldn't I do that? And like I said, it's the same idea of like, why spin vinyl records and scratch them shits up when everything is digital now anyway? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just one of the things that
I ain't a big fan of trying to get rid. They've been trying to get rid of the DJs for years. The DJs still haven't gone anywhere.
Yeah, I feel like
getting rid of them.
I feel like if you're a legitimate DJ or producer or whatever, you already have the tools that do everything that this is going to do, but better.
Exactly.
I do see it more as a novelty is not a great word, but more of a novelty fan item. Where it's like, yo, we've never had anything like this, and it makes it easy for us to do these things that DJs do.
Like the
if you're an actual DJ, I mean, I know you mentioned, the handheld portion of it, not having to have equipment and stuff. I don't see that as being a problem that other people really need or want to have solved.
Right.
So I think it'll sell a lot. I think it'll be more fans that want Kanye merch and this piece, kind of special piece of merch that he released. I can't imagine like a professional DJ.
This is the innovation, like the start of something like
it could be
like used like that, because again, it has to morph at some point, or it has to go or evolve to another area. Like we grew up to DJ spinning vinyl records. Like that's not a thing anymore. What's next? This looks like what's next. I feel like, it's just a handheld device where you don't need all of this shit.
Vinyl records is like been a little while since those. They spin digital turntables and shit down.
That's what I'm saying though. Like I grew up to people like when I was chilling with Lakim and shit. Like that's what we used to do. We used to put on records. And that's how they used to sample them. Like his dad was a literal DJ and shit. So like, that's how he used to DJ.
That's because his dad came from that, right? Because that was what's going on.
No, but that technology wasn't available at that time. Like a couple years later, that's when he graduated to the digital shit and was like, oh, this is the new stuff now. Like, nigga, that was 15 years ago at this point.
Yeah, I said in the last 20 years, things have changed.
But I'm just saying, exactly. So what's next? Digital gonna be old school. You know what I'm saying? Like. Or even to have this even resemble a turntable, because it's like, why have it even resemble a turntable anymore?
I mean, you still need
equipment. Know what I'm saying?
You still need equipment.
But this can't be the equipment. That's what I'm saying.
I think people like the idea. I think the only reason why you would take a turntable with vinyl records and change the DJ from using that to digital songs, but still having the record thing.
So you still rock the crowd.
Yeah, I think it's just part of the DJ experience. They don't have to have this.
Like it's still a skill to be a DJ.
Set. They could just put it on.
Because you got this handheld thing don't mean you about to be nice doing this shit.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I mean, you can be skilled in doing that.
It's not the same thing to me.
I don't see why not.
It's kind of like you're making it elementary by saying I can do this. I can do what a DJ does with this handheld thing I got now.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying that necessarily, but it's just like. scratching records and shit like that. Like you don't need the record to scratch it anymore. That's all I'm saying. Is just it's a different device that you can use now. I feel like it's the spark of something new. That's all I'm saying. I mean, once I saw that, it's like, yo, this shit is wizardry. Why wouldn't anybody use this going forward?
Right.
I thought it was really cool. I don't know how it'll end up impacting the future, but it was just a really cool idea. I like that kind of nerd aspect of being able to change stuff and play around with the records without having much of a musical background myself. But like I said, for $200, I'm not going to buy one. It just was a cool idea. I just think it's another example of Kanye thinking outside of the box and presenting something that nobody else has thought about.
Yeah.
I'd read that this is something that they've been in the works since 2019. It wasn't like a random ass project that he just threw out there. So
clearly,
apparently it seems like a cool idea. Interesting, innovative.
Yeah, it's tough. This is what he's always done, man. There is no box.
This is true. This is true. But that was the first part of the week. The excitement in music, the first part of the week.
Right.
Second part of the week. Let you take over, Moss. I feel like this is
the other K.
We got into the Drake and Kanye, head-to-head matchup, which is kind of weird to me because I think before all this little back and forth, you wouldn't think like they would be like the matchup that you was looking for.
Nah.
Like Drake and Kanye, I wouldn't put them together. Like, Kanye ain't a beefing type of rapper. Like, he don't carry shit like that. But it's been like a lingering thing.
It's almost kind of perfect though, when you say it like that. Like he's not the beefing kind of rapper, so it's like why not beef with Drake?
But no, it's just it's still like
you're not gonna beef with.
When we talk about the top three of the last decade, we're not putting Kanye in that situation to be battling up against Drake until they had a little dispute or whatever it is, their personal issues. Mm-hmm. But it's always been a little lingering thing with this guy. I mean, I think they call him, what is it, K dot? Ain't that what they used to call him?
That's what they
So
call him.
it's been a little lingering thing. They did a song early in their careers. What was it? Poetic Justice?
Yeah.
On K Dot's album. I think that's the last record they did. Or they did that fucking Problem song with ASAP.
Kendrick had an interlude. No, that was on.
Yeah, they was on
yeah,
Drake and Kendrick. That was an ASAP track. ASAP record. Yeah. 2 Chainz.
I was thinking that.
I think that's the last record they did together.
Yeah, I was thinking Kendrick did an interlude, but I believe that was for Carter 4. It was for Wayne, not Drake.
Right, it was.
Yeah.
I remember that. And it's always been a little lingering thing between these two. They take little subtle shots. We heard on some records here and there, but they ain't really addressed it. Kendrick took his annual 3-year off. He was on his ass when we did our bracket a couple months ago. He fell out of the West in the first round.
About Mozzie.
I was like, God, Lord, Kendrick disrespect has come so quick. It's come so quick.
I had to keep it real.
And then
come so quick. 4 fucking years since he gave us music.
It's like
he gets the boot.
But it's
Mozzie, baby.
Kung Fu Kenny though.
Yeah, I know.
He's back. Kung Fu Kenny though.
He's back number 1.
See, last week when you brought me the news that he was putting his last album out with TD, I hadn't heard nothing about it before the pod. You had dropped that on me in the moment, so it really didn't set in with me until after we finished the pod. Like, oh shit! Like, Kendrick said he about to drop again, and then I see this Baby King shit. I was like, okay, I heard Baby King before. Heard a few records back when. I ain't
heard the name.
I don't know he was Kendrick's artist.
I didn't either.
This is Kendrick's first artist on his PG Lang label that he dropped last year.
He sounds very similar to Kendrick.
Very similar.
Very similar.
And apparently they have family ties.
Oh, really?
Yeah, apparently.
Like for real?
That's what I heard.
Get out of here.
No, they're related.
I didn't know that.
I was like, okay, it all makes sense now.
That's
cool. So they dropped the song called
So why doesn't he Baby
Family
Kendrick
Ties
instead?
No, Baby King.
Too much of a rip-off at that point.
Baby King. They put out this record, man. Both of them going nuts. Going nuts. And Kendrick had a lot of shit to get off his chest. Like, like when a person does a record, of course it's his artist, so he got to flex and do a little extra for him with the cosign and all that. But you don't really, you see artists put their little extra personal shit on that they got to get off on the feature. And he had to let all that shit off on this record. Every single bit of it. He gave us about 10 flows in less than 16 bars.
He did do that.
10 flows in like less than 16 bars. Getting all that shit off his chest. Smoking on your top 5. Fuck your album. Fuck your single.
Burn your fucking hard drive. I like that part.
That's how you feeling.
Like
straight headshots to the forehead. Who we talking about, word?
I have no clue.
Why is he acting? Who is he talking to like this?
I don't know.
I'm just trying to understand who.
I think it's everybody.
Could he be talking?
But
Is he talking to everybody?
I think he's included, but I think it's everybody.
Who is everybody though? Tell me who everybody is.
Everybody.
Name
I believe
everybody who he's talking to like that.
Everybody that raps.
Was the whole thing about the control thing.
Yeah, I think
when it was dropped.
Yeah,
it was like,
I think
who was he talking about? It's like he's just talking to everybody, like all his peers and shit like that. Hold
on, I don't like this tone right here. I was riding with Carl for a second, but I don't like this tone right here.
What do you mean? That's what he's talking about.
It sounded like, I didn't like that. Oh. Nah, I think Kendrick has...
I thought Control was fucking grossly overhyped, but
I think Kendrick believes that he is better than everybody in the world at rapping. And I think that he enjoys coming in and telling, I'm better than all of you. And if you think it's about you, it's about you.
But see, this is the thing about when you like... He said only address him unless it's the 4 letters, right? What's the 4 letters?
I didn't know, for real.
You don't know? He's calling himself the GOAT, right? So when you put yourself in this tier, you're only speaking to people that's in your tier. You're not talking, like he said all them names. Right. He said all them names in that record, and they say he was talking to Big Sean on the same record. They said he was beefing with Big Sean on the same record when he said like 8 other rappers' names. So he's not talking to everybody. When he says these things to me, he's only talking to a certain few. Cole came out first. He heard that shit.
He's talking to everybody. It only applies to a few. You're not worthy of the conversation for the majority of the rappers.
It ain't even 5.
I understand what you're saying. I agree with you.
It's like 2.
I agree with you.
We know who he's talking about.
Sure. I agree with you.
It really is what it is. It's written in stone right now.
They all think they're the best. Kendrick is the most outspoken or like brash about the way he does it. I don't think any of those 3 believe that either of the other 2 are. We're talking Cole, Kendrick, and Drake. Anybody that's not smart enough to figure that out.
Right.
I think they all believe they're the best, but Kendrick is... I don't know if it's his personality or what. He does it in an aggressive way, and he's done it multiple times.
Yeah.
Drake is going to float on shit, tell you I'm better than everybody, but he's kind of keeping it, lighthearted. Even when he goes like at somebody's neck, it's just like from a cocky point of like, y'all can't touch me type shit.
And you don't think K-Dot heard that off-season album? You don't think he heard how Cole was coming on that album?
I don't know with him that he's heard anything.
Cole was talking crazy on that album. As he should.
Yeah.
Rightfully so.
They all should. They all 3 should be thinking they're the best.
To me, Cole is the best rapper. I don't know. I don't think it's close between him and Kendrick, but that's just me.
I think of Kendrick, we were talking of the creative and the genius and stuff. I don't want to get into a Kendrick Kanye comparison of like who's better, who's more creative, whatever. I just think he's in that same genius creative type territory.
I believe so too.
I don't think I have a really hard time describing Kendrick.
More I was talking about like people that needed to like break down barriers and change the mode of things and not keep things how they are. Mm-hmm. Kendrick is one of those guys.
That's a good way to say it.
Like the way like that record yesterday, it's like it's an unorthodox song. The beat keep changing, the flows keep changing. Nothing stays the same way longer than 10 seconds. It's like it just keeps switching up and the flows and his voices he's using. It's like
there's no organization.
You're pushing the envelope when you take it to that certain level.
There's no organization to the song, and that happens a lot with him, where he's not going verse, chorus, verse. It's random shit.
But it keep you locked in.
So I understand when people say that they don't like him. That's why I told you yesterday, I get why you don't like him. I think he's weird enough that I think you either love him or hate him.
Right.
And I don't have a problem with anybody that hates him. I get on the Carl because he says crazy shit about him not being good. But
I never said that. I've never said
that
Kendrick cannot rap.
I'm not trying to.
I got a lot of respect for his flows. And this is overall, like you said, that aggressiveness, like
the voices he uses.
That part, to me, that's part of the artistry. It's just that when people like, I think what really I've mentioned this before, what turned me off with Kendrick is just that when people were saying like, oh, I think he had won an award or people were putting him in there like
Pulitzer.
As far as being this lyrical genius with like Eminems and stuff like that. And I'm just like, I never got that part. It just never stuck with me like that. I've always acknowledged, like, yeah, he can rap. He clearly can rap his ass off. I'm not going to sit here and be like an idiot and say, no, this dude can't rap at all. But to me, it's just, he's never, like even like on a J. Cole level of lyricism to me, Like I guess it just never connected anyway. That's all I'm saying. Like as far as the lyrics go, like, but hey, that's not my only issue I have with Kendrick. So I don't feel like he's like a super lyrical dude that people put him on a pedestal to be. But I do feel like he's a good rapper.
What do you think about that? Because we were talking earlier in the week about Isaiah Rashad going on to the Breakfast Club, and they were asking him if he was like lyrical or something like that, and he said basically like I'm almost lyrical,
Right.
but not like fully into the lyrical miracle lane. More about like snapping, like I'm gonna snap on the track and
Kendrick's
go
a
off.
snapper.
I do think that's where Kendrick applies. So I've always felt a little bit weird about the way that he gets talked about with his lyricism as well. I didn't put him in that same kind of Eminem type category with like the lyrical miracle people either. But when Isaiah explained it and like made a distinction between snapping and that made perfect sense to me. And that is how I look at Kendrick.
Right.
What do you think about him as like a lyricist?
I get the almost lyrical thing, but I've heard like Kendrick has a way with words. So it's like lyrical ain't always having a crazy punchline to me. Lyrical could also be just how you use your words to get what you got off.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? I think Kendrick does that at the highest level to me. Like he'll say something like, you may have heard other rappers say this like this, but the way he said it was like, only Kendrick can say that shit like that. Like only he would think of to say that in this tone of voice with this dynamic or with these syllables that he used to say it. Like the way he uses his words is high level lyricism.
But that I don't know if that's lyricism. Actually, I put that or into flows and cadence and all of that shit. Like that's
part of being a lyricist, though.
Yeah,
you know people that's lyrical that only got like 2 flows, but their lyrics is crazy.
Yeah, it's like Papoose and shit.
You know what I'm saying? Their lyrics is crazy, but he only got the same flow, same pattern, blah, blah, blah. Kendrick got every pattern, every flow, and his way with words is totally different from everybody else.
But then that's what I'm saying. He don't belong in the categories with like Eminem's and stuff, because Eminem's got all of those flows, but the lyrics and the metaphors backing it as well. That's all I'm saying. It's like, when that completely threw me off because I was just like, me personally, I'm not hearing that. That's
the difference between M and Kendrick to me. I think like M says like a lot of shock value shit. Like Kendrick ain't giving you the shock value bars. He's saying like real life situations and the shit that he's talking about. So it hits a different thing. Like it's not trying to like he's not trying to say the wildest shit every bar. But he's trying to say the most powerful shit every bar. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we were having a conversation last week about that difference between like this, not intellectual, this introspective, like look inside my life and give it to you in a raw form. I think Kendrick, it makes perfect sense. He came in the era that fit in between those two.
Yeah. In
between these young rappers that are singing their heart out and M. So I think he has like a very talented pen and is lyrical. But some of his lyrical stuff is more like that talking about some kid getting shot in the street, not having a mom, and it's like really deep type of, I don't know. That's the best way I can explain.
Compton gangbanging stories.
Yeah, and it's like it's different forms of lyricism and stuff like that. This guy's like, I respect his storytelling and stuff like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can probably write a fucking book. But it's just, I don't know. There's certain things like that just turn me off.
I think that's a lost art too, the way to put like those type of albums together. Like that Good Kid, Mad City shit. Like there's not many people out here that's doing shit like that. That can do that. Put together an album like that.
You have to have a different like I said, it's levels of artistry. Yeah. And I think he is high on that level of artistry. I give him that kind of respect. But to me, it's just it's just a disconnect. I can never get into it. Like when I listen to it, it's certain things I'm like, yeah, I fucking love the flow, but it's like I never listen to it again.
Right. I don't think that's crazy. I got hyped this week and I went back. I was listening to Section 80 and stuff, and he's got a bar that catches my attention every single time, and it fits too perfect with what we're talking about right now. He said, "You think about it, and don't call me lyrical, because really I'm just this evil and spiritual. I know some rappers using big words to make the similes curve. My simplest shit be more pivotal." And to me, like that explains him well. Yeah, he's like, I'm not a lyrical miracle, but I'm gonna make you feel what I'm saying, and I don't have to use this crazy metaphor to get to it.
Right. That's dope.
Yeah, I thought that was a really good description of what I think.
I like the.
That's what I think. You're not gonna just hear some bullshit lines in a Kendrick verse.
Yeah, there's
right, no fillers.
There's something that line is going to be used at some
every
point.
line has a meaning. Every line has a meaning.
Right. Sure. How do you think he plays into this three-way race that we're dealing with right now when we're just talking about this album stuff?
I feel like the same way Drake is treating Ye, where Ye is not moving nothing for him, Kendrick feels the same way about both of them. They're not moving nothing. He's on his own timeline. He's not dropping when they drop. It's not happening.
Who knows when Kendrick's gonna drop?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I don't know when it's going.
I don't think it's going.
He's almost done with it. Isn't he? You know,
I believe so.
You think it's gonna be this year?
I do.
Yeah, I think I can see him doing the fourth quarter.
I think it's like towards the end of the year.
Yeah,
like
I think he's gonna come. I think he's gonna come soon.
Yeah.
Pause. I think I think he is.
Clip that.
I think he will be wanting to. I think he will want to be close to Certified Lover Boy's release.
You think so?
Yeah, I think he wants to take his stamp. This is my opinion. I think he knows sales wise he'll get crushed by Drake, but I don't think that is his goal. I think his goal
crushed.
I think so. I think
he made a little bit under, but I don't know about crushed.
I think 150,000.
It's gonna be crushed because
plus.
Only if Kendrick comes out with a radio single. That's the only way you're gonna. Drake's gonna have that.
Well, I don't think
he's past that. Having a radio single to sell the shit.
No, but Drake's gonna have that.
Nah, but let me just finish getting this last part up. I don't think he cares about those sales at all. I think he knows he's gonna get beaten that bad. He's coming in and he wants to win the Twitter conversation. He wants for people to be talking about he's better than Drake, and Drake can't even get close to him. He's not coming for numbers and dollars. That's not what he's about, and he know he'll lose that battle. But I think he is trying. I think he will try to come back, show everybody that I am the greatest rapper of all time, in his opinion, and then probably not put out any more music for 4 more years. That's my guess, though.
Start working on his label, Baby King.
Did you see what Top had to say after that announcement?
I did.
That was kind of cool.
He had it was real respectful. They put him out around the same time, didn't they? Real respectful.
Yeah. Shortly after.
The part that bothered me was he had like a little LOL at the end of it.
I don't remember.
Wait, hold on. What are we talking about?
Top Dog, the head of TDE, had put out like a tweet or Instagram post or something like either the day of or the day after that Kendrick announced that this would be his last TDE album. And what I don't remember everything it said, but he basically was like, y'all make it sound like we're beefing. Like, I want my artist to keep moving forward, and he fulfilled what we wanted from him. We hope that he goes and moves on.
Do your thing.
Yeah.
But I don't remember the LOL part.
You can say a little LOL. That's, when you're saying something so serious and you put a LOL at the end of it, it's kind of a little spice there. Like, just a little bit. Might be reading too deep into it, but it won't
I know what you mean.
You won't say nothing that you had to LOL after it.
Yeah, I think he was like laughing off the criticism
from other people.
It's like, y'all are stupid if y'all think we're mad.
Right.
But it is kind of a weird if you're going to be like somewhat sentimental to throw the LOL.
Real heartfelt, real deep. Appreciating condolences and all this. LOL. Laughing out loud with that shit. I was like, what? All right. I don't know what was funny about that, but okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, So yeah, Kenny coming. I'm ready. I'm excited about that.
I am going to listen when he drops.
I'm excited
I'm going to try to absorb, and I'm going to try to see what everybody sees in Kendrick. But I can't make any promises.
Well, you deserve to be commended right now for the last 15 minutes.
Wow.
You did a great job of letting us talk that out, and you even added to the conversation, but didn't just shit on Kenny.
I'm proud of you, not hating.
We appreciate you, bro.
I'm not a Kendrick Lamar.
But you have been.
You have.
At least to us.
At least to us. You said some hateful things in the past.
Only one pushed to that level. Now, if you want to say that about Wale,
no, we don't have to. We don't have to mess it up.
Then
we don't have to mess it up.
I have said
in the past. You talked in the same tone of Kendrick as you do about Wale and me.
I have not.
You have.
You have.
They are on.
It's all recorded. Just look at the back. Look at the back
I've
episodes.
used this word before. Peons compared to Kendrick. I will say that.
That's fair.
I will say that for sure.
I'm also ain't gonna like that, but I think that's fair.
They are.
I love his face
I
right now.
acknowledge that Kendrick is here.
I hate these
Kendrick is
extreme
here.
words you use because it's all based in disrespect. You're not going to call these guys peons. These are not small little bullshit artists you talking about.
Compared to
So,
Peons is a hilarious word.
it's great to say.
It's
You
a
should really
great
try it.
description. Yeah, I'm gonna start calling people
so
peons.
wild. But hey, it is what it is.
But hey, I mean, look, I've always acknowledged his place in hip hop. That's it.
Well, that's what's up. We don't want to prolong this conversation. Have it turn bad. It went well.
Yeah.
Anything else Kendrick related?
No, that's it. I'm just waiting on new music.
We're gonna see.
And I want to hear more from Baby King. I like that. I like his record.
I'm
That
interested.
freestyle. That's the dude that did that freestyle that you shared.
Yeah,
That was tight. I mean, I thought
he murdered that.
He's like real. I like the theatrics when people rap and shit.
Yeah.
You can tell he's rehearsed that verse.
That's
a
what I
million
was gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it's something that he might have wrote that 2 years ago or something like that. He's got that shit.
I was
down
impressed
pat.
by
I
that
think
though.
most people do that when they do the freestyles. But yeah.
Oh yeah, you want something that you can
Yeah,
you're
that you
comfortable
know.
with
You ready to
because you
get
don't know
off.
what kind of beat they're gonna play
Right.
necessarily. So you want something that because at the end of the day it's just words, so I can configure them however I want to,
On any
especially
beat.
when I know them like the back of my hand.
Yeah.
So
Does that impress y'all at all as people that have rapped before? I thought it was very impressive that he was doing like the theatrics and stuff because it seemed like he knew it so well.
Yeah.
I think you're probably right.
adds
Most
to the
people knew,
performance.
but you don't get that vibe from a lot of people, even if they don't mess up.
Right.
They're rapping or whatever, but it just sounds like
It's just
regular
their
shit.
rapping.
He looks
He's-
like, yo, I'm
he's playing it
performing
too.
and killing.
Like you battle rapping or something with the theatrics.
Yeah, the battle rap. It did seem like battle rap.
right. I mean, that's probably how he wrote it. So
Yeah.
it's just one of those things.
But yeah, anything that adds to the performance of
No.
your words that you're saying is always going to make it better.
That wasn't Baby King. I thought you said that was that Ray Vaughn or whatever.
I think it was.
Oh well, never mind.
Yeah,
That
what
was
mixing
right.
people up?
That's to do this with Top Dog. He with TDE.
Yeah.
All right, see, I just throwing
Yeah.
TD.
We said it, and we both went with it.
Baby King is signed to Kendrick's label.
Oh, okay,
PG
yeah.
Lane.
All right, that's the
Yeah.
confusion.
Yeah.
Ray Vaughn is the one that you had posted the freestyle from.
Yeah, I did.
LA Leakers, I believe. He
Okay.
put out a 3-song little EP thing. It was cool. I listened through it once. I don't have a whole lot to say, but he's clearly TDE influenced.
Okay,
As
right.
in just a weird style. It's unique. He can rap, but you finish and it's just like, whoa.
Okay, right.
Whoa,
right,
I don't know what's going on
Right,
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 here. This
right,
is kind of
right.
weird. He's worth checking out, though. Are we ready to get into new music? Those were the big music topic discussion. But do you have other
actually,
things?
before we jump into new
Yeah,
music,
feel free. Well, we may as well. Yeah, what you got for us?
so the Kid Leroy shit. I thought
Oh yeah,
was
give it to
interesting.
us.
So apparently he almost got jumped in Chicago or something, but his security saved him.
Almost.
Oh, that's what the thing is. He almost got jumped. It was a place where he was formerly like safe because he was rocking with Lil Bibby so heavy. But apparently he wants to sever ties with his management or current label and stuff like that. I guess he's signed to Lil Bibby. I don't even know what the label is, what Lil Bibby's label is, or none of that shit. But I guess
Yeah, he
he's
signed to
looking
Bibby. Bibby like a legit CEO.
Yeah, he had Juice WRLD.
Yeah, he had Juice WRLD too. Yeah.
And I feel like Bibby is like, yo, you ain't about to just run off on me after I done placed you in this spot. Like, or he kind of filled the void.
I'm saying
of
much
where Juice
respect to
WRLD
Bibby
was
too,
at.
because he literally stopped rapping and went to school so he could learn the business to be a CEO.
Right.
So he legit know his shit. He put two huge ass artists.
He's
Juice WRLD and
clearly
Kid Leroy.
smart, yeah.
He knows how to find these artists that had the crazy talent, and he know that he can make them big, and he's done that with.
I don't know any
big artists.
background information about like the contract and stuff,
Right.
but apparently he's trying to move on or go to a different label and
Yeah.
Lil Baby's not having it. But I mean, I just had it's been a couple things that went on like this in hip hop. Like you got Meg Thee Stallion unhappy with her contract. What you got?
So I told you when you had mentioned this before we started, I was trying to find anything about it, and I just couldn't find anything.
I couldn't find anything either, except for DJ Academics reporting it.
Oh, I see Vlad.
Yeah, well, this is from this is from April. It was said that Lil Bibby artist Kid Leroy reportedly signs $4.2 million deal with Sony. So I don't know if he's the manager. Is Bibby managing him? I just haven't seen anything. But it seems like it would be a bigger story if there was something real
conflict going on.
If it's the case,
he might be his manager. That would make more sense.
If it's the case, then my stance is the same as every other time we've talked contracts, whether it's sports or music or whatever. If he's under contract with Bibby and he's trying to get out just because he's bigger now, fuck you.
Right.
It's not letting you go anywhere. You shouldn't have signed the contract. I love Killer Roy. I think everything he does is fire right now. But if that's true, I mean, that's too bad.
You just gotta watch out when you sign this stuff, because I mean, I know people, you dream of all of these heights and stuff like that. So when you sign it when you're at like a lower level, you're kind of selling yourself short, right? But it's like, how do you even get to those heights?
You can make the case that we would not know who Killer Roy is if it weren't for
Right, that's what I'm saying. How did you even get to this
Australia?
height? Right.
Why would we know about Killer Roy from Australia?
He placed you here.
You know what I'm saying?
How do you even get to these heights without making these affiliations with these other, people or companies or record labels and stuff like that? Yeah. So it's almost like I don't even know what this actually means, but people say that shit all the time. It's almost like a catch-22. You know what I'm saying? You can't really.
You're fucked both ways.
Exactly. It's
I don't know what that came from.
I don't know exactly.
But not really, because it's ways it can be handled cordially though. Like we seen that with Young Blue and Boosie. Like Young Blue still gets Boosie a cut off of his new deal with his label he's with because Boosie put him on. You know what I'm saying?
How many people as real as that as Young Blue?
That's what I'm saying.
A lot of people want to run off on the plug.
And that's where it's fucked up on the artist part. Because it's like, yo, this person put you in a position. I understand you and blew up now. You can see opportunities where these labels are ready to throw all these millions of dollars at you. But it's like, yo, don't forget who put you on. Like, you ain't got to stay under contract, but you should work out something with them where they can still get something out of the situation.
It's like
because they put you on.
It's like the Meg Thee Stallion shit. Like I said, like all that fighting and stuff that she did, she's still actually under contract from this label still, even though she got like a Rock Nation managing her and all of this stuff. Like she's still under that contract, and they're apparently blocking something that she's trying to release right now because they don't believe it's a good look for her. Mm-hmm. But I mean, it's just one of them things. It's like, I mean, what can you do? You know, you sign the dotted line.
It's the same shit with all contracts. This is why I think they're interesting discussions, but it's why I don't really care for them, because it just is what it is. When you're signing, you don't have anything. And although your dream is going to be that you're going to turn into Killer Roy, you know how many Killer Roys didn't turn into Killer Roy?
Right,
I mean, like, you're going to take a decent offer from somebody that's making you an offer at that time. If your situation changes, you know, it just is what it is. It sucks, but I don't know. There's not a right or wrong answer. It's just, if you're going to sign a contract that's a lengthy one, then you got to realize that if you blow up, you're going to be fucked. If you sign something short term, you got to be aware that you may have your contract end and be fucked because you didn't take off. And it's a gamble either way. But I think we get into these discussions trying to find like no risk proposition. We're going to give you this amount until you get big. But then once you get big, you should take care of us. And it's like, I mean, that's cool, but just doesn't work that way very often. So much like that Boosie situation was really tight. It was really tight because they did make it work. You got to have people on both sides willing to work.
It's got to be a respect level there too. Yeah. Like, because like Boosie had to let him out of his contract so he can go do what he can do too. It's like, so if you giving back to Boosie because he's actually allowing you to go do this, because Boosie could have fought it. Yeah. Like, yo, I put you on and now you blowing up, you trying to leave me. He could have reacted that way. But it was like, no, I see you trying to grow. I only can do so much for you with me being independent. Go sign with that label and take your records elsewhere, you know what I'm saying? And become bigger, what you want it to be. Yeah. This is respect level you got to give it sometimes.
Yeah, like I said, that's just, we see it as not happening like at that frequency at all. Like, I mean, that's literally the only story. Yeah, because everything else is bad.
Yeah, because people are selfish.
I mean, we
and you get money involved, and people don't give a
handle it well on the higher level.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
Yeah.
He literally let them off their labels, off the label. You know what I'm saying? Off their company.
But his shit was fucked up though.
I mean, he got his shit right.
That makes it even more impressive though.
Yeah, but because Young Money was still Wayne's though. That's the catch to it.
That's a fact.
He still controlled that, so letting them off of that to do what they want to do now is, you know.
That's way more.
Put them on. They the biggest artists in the world.
Way more impressive when your own contract is messed up and you're still willing to allow the other artists to grow. I respect that.
That respect level there. You ain't never seen Drake or Nicki say nothing bad about Wayne.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm sure they still kicking him some money. Or he just made enough money off of it where it's like, all right, it's cool.
As they should.
That's how it should be, though.
Yeah.
Right.
When you're talking about the amount of money that these people are making,
it's nuts, right?
You can really get into, I deserve this portion, I deserve that portion. If we're all eating,
yeah, that's the thing.
what is the problem?
That's the problem. It's greed.
Yeah, you got to
greed. When greed come into play, because people gonna eat off you. When you're such big of an artist as Nicki and Drake, a lot of people are eating off of you alone. There's a lot of people there's a lot of employees, bro. There's a lot of people getting paid off of you. So the more you make, you got to be able to spread that to everybody else that's working for you.
Yep. Could save some money though if you get a STEM player and then you have to pay a DJ.
That's a fact. You don't have to pay his ass.
Think about that.
Drop the beat yourself. Hey, why
is put on a show like The Baby with your STEM player? You probably need that DJ like The Baby.
It's possible, bro. It's possible. Could have killed the beat. I guess he already had killed the beat when he said that shit on stage. He could have played the beat real quick. Like, nah.
What if he sampled that and just looped it?
Yeah, right. Just looped the shit. Why is his name the Kid Leroy and not the boy Leroy?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
No idea.
It rhymes.
Leroy does. It has some sort of Australian meaning. I did look that up at one point.
Oh yeah.
There's some Leroy people or something. Like it's a group of people there.
Okay.
I don't know much.
That's cool.
The boy Leroy would make a lot more sense rolling off the tongue.
Yeah.
He still look like the Cobra Kai kid.
He does.
Definitely does.
I still hate that he's so young. Like, you got to just get older so I don't feel stuck.
Come on,
You got to just get older.
Music shouldn't have an age, bro.
Yeah, but when I'm listening and singing along to his Heartbreak song and the dude's in 17, I'm like, yo, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're talking about.
And then I say that, but then I won't listen to a motherfucker.
And he's not even heartbroken. His girl is bad.
She is. Yeah, this one is.
She's like,
this
one's coming for him. Then that means it's coming for him.
We getting another Fuck Love series.
So that's these damn heartbreak songs. You're happily in love out here.
Yeah, this is foreshadowing, dog. That's it.
Right,
you better keep her in Australia. I'll tell you that. Run across Drake. Certified Lover Boy is over.
She's a model or something.
CLB. Oh man, what else we got? What drop? Oh, we talking about the Meek record?
Meek, Lil Baby, and
Dirk.
Lil Durk.
Smirk.
What's it called again?
Sharing Locations.
Yeah, Sharing Locations.
Shit hard.
Yeah, it's a dope record. I wonder, you think that Lil Baby and Lil Durk woke up with their back hurting?
Hey, yo.
You think so?
What the fuck does that mean?
I know where the joke is going, but it wasn't weird.
That's what you were saying? Yeah,
that's what I thought.
You think?
Fuck me up with that one. Yeah, go ahead, bro. That shit was hard. They all played their part in that song, but don't do that. Don't do that.
Carry me,
murderer. I like that hook that Dirk did.
Yeah,
murderer. That shit hard.
Carrying.
It's not fucking carrying, bro.
You might as well sung carrying.
H.A. No,
I ain't gonna
don't do that. Big Paul was hard,
bro. When you heard the snippet, you already knew what time it was. Yeah. You knew it was gonna be a dope
Snippet
record.
King, man.
He can have that again. He can be the Snippet King.
You're saying it like it's a slight, but it's a Snippet King because when the song comes out, they be hard.
No, I think it is a slight because of the opposite.
That's not true.
If you put out fire, if you put out fire music, they would just be like, he's the king. But they have to clarify Snippet King because we like the snippet. We don't care for the songs usually. That's what it is.
Nah, y'all just looking at it from a hater angle. This is because it's fucking not.
I like the record, and of course it's gonna do crazy numbers, and it should, because I mean it's dope. I like the little back and forth.
It's me.
I expected it to do more back and forth throughout the song.
I love the back and forth.
I like how they was all three going. I like that shit.
I wanted more of it throughout the song. I think it stopped at some point.
Yeah, I mean they all had to get their shit off at one point.
I don't know. I like the way, like the Lil Durk murderers part is tight, it's catchy and all, but I don't know. It took the song somewhere else for me.
I think Lil Baby might have been third on there for me.
Ooh.
Personally.
What you gonna say?
Yeah, always comes in last. I don't care who he's rapping with.
Durk shined on that hook, and Meek's part brought the hypeness to it. Lil Baby was like in his chill wave on that joint.
As always.
I mean, that's a little
But
bit.
no, we see him. He'll turn up like he turned up on that Drake record. He'll have his turn up rapping moments. He was like in his pocket a little bit on that.
But I
joint.
feel like Lil Baby's turn up moments are like his chill flows just a little bit louder.
Yeah, he just stack them a little bit.
Or bastard.
Yeah, he just stacking flow.
Says it a little bit more aggressive. Being a snippet king is like being called the best dunker because you're
There
not
you
a
go.
scorer.
There you go. There you go. That's a good.
Why is it always got to be a slight to something that you can't do though? 'Cause we can say like Vince Carter's known for dunking, but Vince Carter got buckets too.
Right.
Like he wasn't a bad scorer just because he was a great dunker.
Yeah, Meek ain't Vince. I'm just saying if you highlight one
it. Y'all
category,
hate Meek.
they do that because they're not going to say you're the best scorer.
It's not like this is not like a saying that you
Aaron
unanimous.
Gordon. Yeah.
Aaron Gordon.
That's a good player.
Y'all got it. I'm not doing this no more. It's just too much disrespect to me.
He just loses
Even when
the
we put
dunk
out a
contest.
hard record that y'all
It
like
was
and still hate.
It was a
Why?
good song. It was
You just
I
love
like
records
because
it.
it's so
Good
much
song.
fun to pick on you.
Yeah.
He picking on me. I ain't me.
But we get your response. I'm never gonna hear from Meek. It's fun to just hate on Meek and hear your response. This is what Carl does to us all the time.
Yeah.
So it is
I know.
kind of fun.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, it's kind of fun.
I guess
I like it. Welcome
I
to
guess
the
because
dark
I don't
side.
do that. Like if I don't like an artist as much as y'all, I don't shit on them like they trash.
Nah, you don't.
They can still make good music, it just not be for me.
I mean, look.
That's true.
I like.
Like I love
I've
Rod Wave.
always-
He makes good music. It's just not. I'm not as hype about him as y'all is.
And
This is what it is.
I would never like. I've always came in here after I've heard some dope Meek shit, and I said like, "Yo, that was tight."
Right.
But as a whole, you're not gonna get me in here saying I listen to a Meek hook and a Meek song, and now all of a sudden he's a good rapper. For the majority of the shit that I listen to, I'm not impressed. That's all I'm saying.
I get it.
That's it.
That don't mean he's trash though.
I like
You
it.
say he can't rap. That's how you phrase him.
Yeah,
I get a little too far with
That's
that.
what I'm saying. That's too far.
He can rhyme words for sure.
All right.
He can make some words rhyme
really well with Rolly.
really fucking well.
He ain't talking about his rolling in years.
And wrist. Rolly and wrist.
It's Rich and Millie's now.
No. Now the Rolly is dead, and now it's I'm with my billionaire friends.
Yeah.
No. I like a decent amount of Meek songs. Meek is a fully just hate just to drive you crazy.
I mean, I'm fine.
I'll admit it. I really just hate for fun. I did like the song though. Very cool song. Cool song.
Yeah, super dope.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Super dope.
What else did you have this week? New music.
I like that joint and little TJ joint.
That's the type record.
I did
Rings
too.
Unfold.
So I think it was just before you got here. Me and Carl were talking about it, and I said I think he found his lane now.
Hold on.
I do.
Why he want to be Ty Dolla $ign so bad?
Yo, I thought he sounded
Why
like
the
that
fuck
too.
is he sounding like Ty Dolla $ign?
Who doesn't want to sound like Ty
I
Dolla
get it.
$ign?
And it burns me up a little bit because it sounds great.
Sounds great.
That shit sounds good.
This is 2 in a row though.
Yeah.
He
it's
hit on
2
that
in a
little
row.
baby joint too. I think
Yeah.
he found his lane of still rapping when he raps, but
Yeah.
he's not bad at this monotone singing.
He's trying to tap into that like real
He's trying to
mainstream
catch him
type
one.
shit.
He's trying to catch him
for
one.
sure. But I mean, that
I like
just
it.
shows me that you can get in your bag for real. Like, okay, what kind of artist are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so many guys that, and I get it that people feel like, I don't know, it's like selling out or some shit like that. But to me, it's not that. It's just like you showing that what you're capable of, because that turns people to the other stuff. Like,
Yeah, I
that'll
don't buy
bring
into
me
the
to
selling out shit unless it's like you really doing some shit that's like blatantly you're trying to go for.
That's what I
It
was
doesn't
gonna
seem
say.
genuine to you as an artist type shit.
If we put on his album and that's all we hear,
Right.
you'd be like, okay, you kind of sold out a little bit. But that should direct us to your other shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? The stuff that you really been doing. And then it's just opening the book. Like, okay, now I'm looking at the cover. That's what intrigues me. Like, okay, this is a tight picture. Now I open the book and now I'm starting to read through it and I get a better understanding of it. Like that's all I think it really is.
Yep. And I still think the music videos are still the strong
Yeah,
suit.
for sure.
But if you look at the last 3 music videos he put out, they were more fun music videos. they were still like incredible, get your attention and stuff. But I think exactly what you're saying, if you can get somebody to watch these fun music videos and be like, yo, his music videos are crazy and music's pretty cool. Then you go back and watch some of the early music videos where he's doing super deep shit.
Right.
And he's like talking about suicide and stuff. And you've already got an appreciation for his music video ability.
Yeah.
And then you're a little bit more open to receive, because some of his early songs that I was blown away by, they're not easily digestible.
They're not.
And the video's not any more digestible.
That's been
it's
the
like,
case.
yo,
Exactly.
this is raw.
Yeah.
Right.
These last couple records, I've been the first few records that I've like not want to rush to see the video to see. Like I enjoy just
Like the
listening to
song
the
is
song.
good
Just
enough.
listen to the song. Exactly.
And before it's like you gotta watch the video to enjoy the song.
It's not even going. It's not even going to connect.
Yeah.
If you don't. So, I think it's smart of him to kind of maneuver. I think like again, it's just one of them things that you need to do over the course of time to, I don't know, expand, kind of stay relevant and shit.
He's somebody I think of as being old. Not old, but older. Like an older artist.
What is he, like 28?
I think so.
29?
Yeah, I think he's
He got
around
on a
there.
little later than most of the young rappers.
But I think mixing with some of these younger rappers has done well.
Lil TJ sounds great on
TJ
there.
and Lil Baby and stuff. I think maybe that has helped kind of merge his worlds a little bit as well. But who knows?
Yeah, Lil TJ.
Cool song.
I can see Lil TJ about to have him a year.
Yeah.
He seems like he's getting
He's
to
been
that
having,
point.
he's been having a pretty. He's 33. My bad.
Yeah,
So he's a
he
little
got
bit
on
older than I
late.
thought.
But yeah, TJ is
Still
I
got
can
some
see shit
hope.
about to heat up for him. Shit is coming into place for him. He's getting on all the right records, getting with around all the right people.
He's
he's
Lil
everywhere.
TJ is a radio artist for sure. Like, I mean, and that's not to say that I didn't. Like I said, I enjoyed his album, but he has a voice that's good for radio tracks, radio songs, and stuff like that. So
Yeah, I can hear that.
yeah, I like it. I like it for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah, some Florida boys dropped some music this week as well.
Talking about the ones that's beefing.
Yeah, Jack Boy dropped his Jack Boy 2 album.
What's your stance on Jack Boy as a fan of his music? Are you still gonna listen to his music?
Yeah, I like his music overall. I think it's pretty good. I think the album.
You're not picking a side though?
I mean, if I'm forced to pick a side, you already know what it is.
Nah, I know that. I'm saying, are you though?
No, I'm not.
You're still
drawing
gonna listen
a
to
line.
his music?
Yeah, but I mean, I think his music is good, but it's like, Kodak dropped on the same day, so it's like, who am I listening to right now? Of
They
course,
said they took the shit down though. Did they put it back up?
I don't know what the fuck was going on. I think maybe he didn't like get his shit cleared in time or something, and he knew that Jack Boy was gonna drop, and they was going through this beef shit. So he like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna drop some shit too, and he just put it out on my
Oh, he's
mixtapes.
being petty.
I was gonna
Yeah, on some petty type shit. Because it's like some songs on there that you would think he would save for his album. It's like a Lil Baby feature. I don't know. So there's some good songs on there. Like I like that Too Boozy and shit. But
I read something that was talking about fans are not going to be happy with there's only one place to get the mixtape.
It was on my mixtape. And then like he has some features or there's some people featuring on the songs. He didn't post it on his page, but they posted it on their page. Like Hot Boy posted the song that he's featured on, and then some other dude posted the song that they're featured on. But now all of it is on Kodak's page. He just dropped it late. So I don't know. I don't know what the fuck was going on with that. I think he just wanted to rush to get it out to say like, I don't know, to kind of shit on him. But that whole little beef shit that's going on with them is hilarious though.
No relation, but kind of related. Fat Joe's album he put out last week, they took that shit off too.
Yo,
They took it down.
so
What's up with that?
Cause that shit is all sample.
it dropped
Every
on
song
like a
is sample.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
It dropped like midweek.
Yeah.
I saw it dropped. I added it to my library
Shit was gone.
and didn't listen to it. Friday morning came around and I went to listen to it and it was like still showing there, but it was all grayed out. And I was like, what the hell
They
happened?
took his shit down. He must get some shit cleared.
Okay, well,
Like,
at least
come on,
there's
Fat
an
Joe,
answer
You've been
to
doing
it.
this shit
Didn't
for
get any
years.
of it cleared.
You've been doing this shit for years, bro. You didn't know to get this shit cleared before you put it.
He's got to have the light joint's got to be cleared.
Maybe he
That
thought
one's
because
been
it
out.
was a Gangsta Grills, they let it slide as a
let him
mixtape.
Is that
Nah,
what it
bro.
was?
Yeah, it's a DJ Drama hosted Gangsta Grills, man. But
I'm glad you
It's
said
all
something
samples.
because I thought I was crazy.
Interesting.
nah, it took it down.
I thought I was
I
crazy.
don't know why, but I guess
Interesting.
the samples cleared probably. Most likely.
So what's up with your Florida music? Did you like? Did you find?
Oh
something you
yeah.
enjoy?
I mean, some dope tracks. Like I said, Jack Boy's Changing. That's tight. Kodak got the joint with Lil Baby. That's a really dope record.
I read he sampled cleaning out my closet.
Yeah.
I gotta hear that.
Jack
Just
Boy did?
curious.
You're gonna hate it.
I assumed I would, but I'm just curious.
You're gonna hate the fuck out of that.
It was Kodak, wasn't it?
It's Kodak and it's Psycho Bob and some other dude on there as well.
I gotta hear it.
I like the beats. The beats fire, and I liked it overall. And it's got that, like I said, I shared that Too Boozy joint. I like that a lot. I think that was one of those street conscious type records where he's just going over all of the kind of influences that he's had musically in his life and stuff like that, or people that he feel like needs to be appreciated in hip hop that don't get Grammys or don't get any trophies. So I like that. But that whole situation is kind of what we were just talking about, or what we talked about in the past too. When it's
no respect.
It's when you sign a contract, it just is what it is, and money and friends type thing is just. It gets to a certain point where things don't work.
Jack Boy ain't necessarily like blew up. He might be more bigger than he was when he first came out, but he ain't like got no records going
he's not
crazy.
a huge artist, but he's a guy that would get invited to Rolling Loud.
I mean, yeah, so he could be on the bill.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, he's big enough.
Did I see him say that some of the posts going at NBA YoungBoy were from Jack Boy posted and he didn't do it?
That's what Kodak is saying. He's like reconciled with the whole NBA YoungBoy camp and shit now. They good to go. But he's saying like Jack Boy had his account while he was locked up or whatever, and pretty much that's how he blew up or really kind of like, hit the scene is using Kodak's Instagram to like post his shit and stuff like that, which that wasn't a problem, but Kodak said he posted that shit about NBA YoungBoy, and that kind of really stirred up the beef and stuff like that too. So I don't know what happened, but
interesting.
Mostly the beef is over the contract situation. Jack Boy apparently owes Kodak some money from all of this shit that he ran up while he was in jail, and he's running off on a plug type shit. So I don't know what's going on with that, but hopefully they can.
Kind of believe Kodak. I don't think Jack Boy recouped.
Right,
whatever money he put into him.
That's true. But people don't understand. It's not even about like just recouping.
Right.
You got to pay back like triple.
Right.
Like that advance that if you get that $1 million, they're not expecting for you to pay them back $1 million.
Right. It's a loan.
You need to pay back like interest. 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like they're expecting for you to really run it. Like you gotta. They're making money off of you. They don't just give you money for you to give it back.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. It's just one of them things. Friends in business and friends in money and shit like that don't really mix up well. So you gotta be careful with that shit.
No doubt.
But
yeah, it's true.
I didn't really listen to much else except for that stuff we just covered.
Oh, Sean Dunn, Babyface.
Oh
Ray.
yeah, we just heard that.
It ain't my fault.
This is some bullshit.
I think it
starts off fire. I really like the way the beat starts off and the way they're coming with the flows.
Yeah.
Towards the end of the song, I wasn't impressed though.
Yeah, it slowed down a little bit.
Besides the song being garbage,
oh god,
this motherfucker names himself Babyface what?
Ray.
Babyface Ray. Mm-hmm. I clicked on the music thinking it was a Big Sean, Hit Boy, and Babyface song. And then it starts with that terrible Detroit beat, and I was like, nope, not for me.
What if Babyface came on that joint started killing though?
I would have never known.
Like the real Babyface came on that joint started snapping on a Detroit beat.
I'd have never known, man. I do appreciate you.
Cool.
I do appreciate you hitting me later in the morning, trying to give me the warning. Like, don't listen to this song, but it was too late already. It was already too late.
I did listen to the Sway Lee and Jenny Aiko track that they were.
Janae Aiko?
Yeah.
Just made her a white girl.
Jenny Aiko.
Jenny Aiko.
Janae.
Just made her a blonde-headed California white girl.
Aiko. Yeah.
Jenny. Oh, Jenny from the block.
That was pretty cool.
Is this a new song, or this isn't the Madden song, is it? Sway Lee had a Madden song.
No, I don't think it's a Madden song.
All right.
I don't know.
I missed it then.
It looks like it's maybe for some kind of movie or something, but I'm not sure.
Madden movie? I'm just kidding.
I don't know. I'll say that's
I didn't see that one. That song.
Yeah, I mean, it sounded pretty cool. It's a radio record.
I like Sway Lee.
Yeah, a radio record for sure. Like I said, that dude has a Beautiful voice, man. I can't. He does.
That is what you said. Who else are we talking about?
Him, Dream, and The Weeknd.
The Weeknd is who we were talking about.
Yeah, you said they had beautiful black man voices.
I did not say that, bro. I did not say that. You putting too much
Some
on there
beautiful
now.
black kings singing their heart out on this.
That's what I remember.
I said they have beautiful voices. I mean, honestly, I think that's why I love like Celine Dion. I think she has like one of the most beautiful voices, like especially performing live like all time. She's like the best live performer of all time, and I don't know. I'm attracted to stuff like
You went
that.
to her show.
So if the voice is beautiful enough, you're attracted.
It's like the beautiful black man.
Look.
Is that what you? That's what you said.
Don't take it too far.
I'm not. I'm asking. I'm
Attracted,
clarifying
like, sonically.
question.
BBM.
Sonically, bro. What does that mean?
BBM.
What's BBM mean?
It's not for BlackBerry Messenger. I know that.
BBM, what does that mean?
Beautiful black men use like their voices.
No, see, that's what you be typing in. See, I didn't know what that meant.
That was for you,
That's
bro.
what you be typing in when you do your searches.
No, that's for you, bro.
Nah, bro.
What?
That shit is not in my search history.
We're running relatively low on time here.
Oh, for real? Oh, we got this started anyway.
Yeah. Do it.
I think it's coming up in like 2 minutes.
The last couple is the West Side put out an album. I
ain't finished it yet.
don't like him.
I know.
I try every time. I always try, and his voice is just so fucking annoying.
You got some stove guide though.
Yeah. We do got that Draymond bar.
That's hard.
It's fantastic. It sucks because I don't think he set it up with like a rhyme right before that. It was
He
really
did.
just random. But what was the bar
You got to
again?
get that shit off. It's what you do after the break. I'm Draymond.
Bitch, I'm Draymond.
Bitch, I'm Draymond or some shit like that.
The whole
What you
I mean,
doing
that's
after
really
the break?
But yeah, I'm still hustling.
Yeah.
I mean, that's tight.
pretty
Shit
dope. But I just can't get into him very much. Most of the beats and stuff I didn't care for. Not big on Boldy James. There's a few songs that were cool. Wayne went off.
Wayne
did go off on
Wayne
that.
killed.
And it was an album this dude called Grip. It was just signed to Eminem earlier in the year. He had M and Royce on the album.
check
Super
that out.
conceptual. He can rap really well. I don't know how much I listened to it, but I mean, he's impressive. He certainly is talented.
Hey, you like that Chef G, Sleepy Hollow,
They
Ace
put out
Boogie
something?
shit?
Nope.
I don't think I've seen that one yet.
Oh,
I didn't listen to it.
Oh,
but I
you
hear
ain't
it.
Oh,
seen
you a
it
fan now? Oh, you a fan now?
oh, you ain't heard
You
it
a fan
yet?
now?
It's okay.
No, Kendrick threw me off, bro. It's a bunch,
okay.
it's a bunch of crazy shit.
I think
went
it
out.
dropped earlier. It dropped like at the top of the week or something, or
Okay.
maybe it might have even been last Friday. But
Might have missed it.
Is it good?
You like it?
it's okay. It's good. It's cool. It's cool. I don't
Chef
think
G
it's
and
last
Sleepy
single,
Hollow. That's a tandem right there when they
Chef
connect.
G, Sleepy Hollow, and Ace Boogie.
That's a super
Oh
avoid.
yeah, that's heavy New York.
0 for 3. Fuck out of
That's some
here.
heavy New York shit going on. Why you do
You ain't
that,
listening
bro?
to none of them.
Hey, I know you heard Ye get on that New York drill shit.
So I was just
he
gonna
was
mention-
snapping on that bitch too.
I was just gonna mention. I heard that Fabio is that Ye is producing his
Oh
next
yeah,
album.
Fabio's out of here.
Yeah.
That
Well,
shit gonna be
Fabio
crazy.
sounded good on those Wayne on the Kanye tracks that he had last
How
Friday.
the fuck do they
Thursday.
even link?
'Cause
He's
the hottest,
everywhere
bro.
right now.
He the
Yeah,
hottest, bro.
his name is everywhere.
Y'all may hate him. Y'all can't deny
I
him.
think
He
he
out
was just
here.
like saying Favy. I don't think
so,
I
too.
don't
It's a
think he's
great rap
actually.
name.
I think so,
It's a
too.
great
I
rap
think
name.
he was just like saying Favy. I don't.
That's
I don't
not the
really
only
think-
reason. He
I
makes
think
good
that's it.
records. Don't do that, bro.
Nothing.
Shit.
Oh,
Hey,
I know
Took
we
you
got
a while to get on Sleepy Hollow, Chef G, and Lil TJ, but you here now.
You
here now.
You here?
Remember, you
Lil
here
TJ.
now. It took you a
I
while, but
one
you here
song-
now.
Welcome.
I like one song from Chef G. I've literally never listened to anything from a
Just
nigga
saying.
named Sleepy
I'm
Hollow.
just saying, you had never brought him up
I've
before.
been asleep on
Never
Sleepy.
brought him up before. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, you ain't bring them up either.
All right.
I gotta put
All right.
the guys that you supposedly put us on to. You ain't even giving us.
Look how
they new
fast
music,
things
bro.
change, bro.
You're not even giving
The
us that new
podcast is
music.
recorded.
I'm just
You
saying.
can't just change the narrative like it's not
I'm
recorded.
just saying, bro. I had to bring it up. You was gonna leave my man in the dark.
Leave him in the dark.
That's just
I
saying.
don't like
We
it,
appreciate you covering.
Yeah,
those
I got
guys
your back,
for
bro.
us
Ain't no
today.
problem.
Like
I
it,
got your
bro.
back, bro.
You
Nope.
don't like none of them.
Nope.
I don't. I really don't.
Neither one of them. Like, what are you talking about?
I don't like any of them.
I almost forgot to mention the one album that I listened to the most yesterday. Belly. Belly's got a good album. Belly's got a really good album.
pretty good.
I like him. I like The Weeknd. Weeknd's on it a couple different times. Nas was on there. Had a good.
Is
good
that why
song.
you asked if he was a cheat code?
Yeah. Yeah, I was listening to The Weeknd and I was like, this
he got 2 on there.
He's got a beautiful voice, man.
Yeah, it's just a fact, bro. Just say it.
Nah, I think he is a cheat code. Weeknd is
I
too
don't even know
slow.
if he's black. Is he black?
Weeknd?
Is it even like, he's mixed or something shit like that. It's Canadian.
Yeah.
I don't know what he is.
What were you gonna ask?
Damn, because you Canadian, you can't be black.
No.
He's like Craig David or something.
Somebody gotta stop.
Whatever
Drake from
race
saying
Craig
the
David
N-word
is,
from now on.
that's what Weeknd is. They're in the same tribe.
That's fucked up.
I ain't make this shit up. It's just
Damn.
what it is. But what was I saying? Is it like a cheat code because you use one of the best singers to put them on the hook? It's like it's just a unanimous cheat code.
I don't know.
That's how I've been using the term. I don't mean it in a bad
So
way.
stop hating on Wale for doing it, all right?
No, I don't mean it as a bad thing.
If it works, it's works.
I want to hear the people
you need
that.
it. Then you need it. That's all I'm
See,
saying.
it's like change the narrative.
trying.
Why has it got to be a need?
He's trying.
Why can't it be what works?
Then it's a need. That's
If you can get The Weeknd or Chris Brown on your song or Ty
Why
Dolla
not?
Sign, do it.
Why not?
That's my advice to you. Do it.
Why
on every song
not?
that they'll record.
You need
do it.
water to live. This is a fact.
Right.
He needs Chris Brown to make a good song. This is a fact.
Any other music before
we
we
can-
do these couple
See what
of-
happened for Kodak when he got
couple of
Bruno to
sports.
sing a little doodle on the hook.
did.
That's a
Shit
joint
went
record.
up.
That's a joint
Shit
record.
went up.
It's not Kodak's
He
biggest.
used cheat code too, though.
It's not his biggest
But
record.
he used cheat code too, though.
Just saying.
We're not
it's
doing
his
this.
biggest record.
We're not doing this.
Be real.
Sha'Carri Richardson.
Damn, yeah.
She
got
needs a cheat code.
Sha'Carri
She
had
need
a
a cheat code.
tough fucking week, my guy.
Yeah, it was kind of rough.
It was bad.
She got smoked and then just did everything possible to make it worse for herself.
I didn't even know the meat was going on. The first thing I
I
seen
don't
was a
care
tweet
about
that said, "Oh, so we smoking on Sha'Carri tonight?" I was like, "Oh shit!"
Yo, it wasn't even close. She looked slow motion.
She was last.
Yo.
She was ninth.
Absolutely
It was
last.
ninth, the last
Like,
place.
it looked like everybody left her.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it was a huge gap between first and last, but everybody,
Yeah.
but it won't close. It looked like she wasn't prepared.
It was
You
bad.
can't talk that shit
But the
and
thing-
not
I'll back it
perform.
up.
If you
That's
don't
why I love
perform,
Floyd Mayweather.
That's
you're
true.
going
That's
to
true.
get killed if you do not perform.
But I think people are like, I did a little research. Well, not too much. We just looked into it a little bit.
Nah,
people
take
are
that
removed-
credit. You did the research.
I did the
Did
research.
some fucking research, yeah.
The only reason we paying attention to the track right now is because of Sha'Carri right now, right? Can we all honestly say that? Will we not be thinking about
Not even
track?
paying
I
attention to
wouldn't
the
give
track.
All
a
right.
fuck about that race.
Apparently, the meat that she got disqualified from for smoking weed, those 3 Jamaicans that whooped her ass in that track meet was going to be in it, and everybody knew that they was going to be better than her anyway. They knew that they was slated to win that shit anyway.
Right.
So it was like people in the Olympics and track knew that the Jamaicans was going to dust her ass. The world just didn't know because we don't give a fuck about track. So when she went on there, people was thinking, Sha'Carri gonna smoke them again.
Jamaicans dust them, just the USA and everybody else
exactly
all the fucking time.
Like people just forgot because Sha'Carri went off that one time. It was
But I don't think it would. You're right. You're right about that. I feel like it's because she brought it on herself.
Yeah, I mean,
if you're not going to win,
when the time that she got in that race, it was the all-time great time for that race. So it wasn't like she had like came in second or something. It was an all-time great time.
Well,
sixth best in the world.
Sixth all time.
best.
Yeah. So
It's
yeah.
probably like 5 Jamaicans ahead of her.
Yeah, but yeah, the Jamaicans weren't in that race.
Right.
She wasn't racing them in that race.
That was a qualifier in the USA.
Exactly.
That is what it was.
That's
Yeah.
what the
Yeah, that
those
is what it
Jamaicans
was.
are here.
Yeah.
And that's what makes a big
People
difference.
that knew the Olympics, they knew that
That
the
makes it
Jamaicans
worse.
was gonna dust it again.
The
That makes it
Kenyans and
worse.
shit, they're great at the fucking cross country or like that
Marathons.
long distance running.
Marathons.
You can't get close to them.
So it's one of those moments where America thinks we're great at everything, and when we see somebody go off crazy, and then we forget that there's other countries that's really
We're
nice at
last.
this. That's really nice at this running shit. Like,
I guess I never thought she was gonna win. I don't know. I think it makes it worse if the overall thought was that she was not going to win from the beginning, because she only got attention because of like her personality to begin with, and then the punishment.
right.
But she talked so much
She
shit.
ate off that shit too. She got
She
beats
talked
deal.
so much shit
Nike
about
deals,
about how
She
good
got
she was
mad deals off
gonna
that
do.
shit.
Some of that shit about the
They're
about
going.
to pull
They're
some
going
of
to
that
drop her.
Got Donda on the commercials.
She gonna get
She's out of here.
She's gonna get dropped everywhere. Hopefully, she does better in the future. I'm not hoping for her to lose.
She might bounce back.
But if you talk shit and you lose, you're gonna get
And
crushed.
it's not even about losing it. She looked terrible.
Yeah.
It was a terrible showing. You can't be last.
She came in third. People gave him a little slack, but
last,
nobody would have said anything.
Respectable. It would have been respectable. I mean, like I said, she looked slow.
She got smoked.
I mean, shit. You give me a couple months,
I
probably
knew you was about to interject yourself into this somehow. You got speed now. I would have done for that ass too.
Just saying. And I mean, so her interview afterwards was fucking horrible.
I think everything.
It's one of those things where you get beat up or you lose at something and you just start talking about all
I won. I don't know what y'all saw.
You get to talk about all of this other stuff that you've done that's irrelevant to
I'm
the fact
still
that
sixth fastest. That's a wild statement to say.
Right.
To defend yourself when I'm still the sixth fastest.
I was waiting on her to start crying. She looked like she was about to bawl out in tears. Just then.
It's an embarrassing moment.
Yeah.
It's an embarrassing moment.
Yeah.
And I said that, I appreciated her because when you looked at her, you saw us. That was too much of seeing us. She should have dialed that shit back. That was too much. You gotta dial that shit back a little bit sometimes when you get in front of the camera. Just a little bit. You already got the hair and the nails.
It should have been a humbling moment for you right there.
Should have been a humbling moment.
I think everything post-race was way more embarrassing than the race itself.
It just added on to it.
The immediate press conference, right after a press conference, whatever. Her talking right after the race was embarrassing. The stuff where...
Which I give her a little bit of slack on because you just finished
right
the
after
race.
You lost,
a lot of emotions coming through. A lot of adrenaline.
I'm with that.
I think a little while after that, she had another interview where she was a lot calmer and she addressed it a little better.
She apologized because she cursed on live TV.
Talk all this shit about me?
Yeah. I was like, no, don't do that.
I'm still here.
It's one of the craziest things. It's like somebody snatch her wig off. Somebody stop and take the mic. Distract her just so she knows, like, maybe she can snap back into it. Like,
y'all know what I'm capable of.
No, we saw it. We saw it. Yeah.
That's the problem.
We seen that shit.
That's the problem.
We seen that
so
shit.
Bad. It was a terrible moment.
The Jamaican winner went on TV and showed her love. Yeah. She criticized her afterwards. It was like, that's fake love or some shit. Like, it's all just been so embarrassing afterwards.
About Jamaicans too, like they were something like with them not. Oh yeah, she liked it about them not having shoes or something, some crazy shit like that. But it's like, man, you look and sound bitter right now.
Well, it's to me, it's a clear situation of somebody that I don't think she expected to blow up so big, so quickly.
Facts.
Right.
So she's caught a little bit off guard, and that was part of the personality aspect of it, is you're getting to see her present herself as she is, because she wasn't expecting this attention. And then afterwards to get embarrassed, it's clear, there's a clear embarrassment. All the action afterwards.
Crazy. If fame is crazy, it'll turn on you.
Yeah.
Get all the love one minute.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it's all about, though. I mean, that's what it is. And at that point, like I said, it was a moment for her to be humble, to say, I didn't do my best effort. I'm going to keep training, and I'm going to be back out here next time, blah, blah, blah. Even if you wanted to talk about all the stuff that you went through, but I'm still here, that's cool. People would have respected that.
Right.
You can't, you just add fuel to the fire. You can't beat the internet. You know what I'm saying? They gonna take this shit. They gonna run with it. All you could do is just say, "Hey, I'm gonna try better next time." Nobody wants to hear all these other excuses and other things. I don't know. It was just like I said, it was an embarrassing moment.
Gotta take the good with the bad.
Yeah. Once she got embarrassed, it just kept getting worse, because once you're embarrassed, you just start doing stuff trying to make yourself look a little bit better, and you do it worse. It just makes it worse.
I'm always gonna be good.
Go into your shit.
Right. We know you hurting right now. Like we talk about you hurt.
You sound like a hurt individual. That's what it is, and I get it. But just go into your show. You gotta just realize, hey, I got fucking dusted. I look good. That shit was awful. She's probably never lost a race like that in her life.
Not that bad, I'm sure.
Not that bad.
Nah,
couldn't have been.
Probably not.
That's like I said, it's Jamaicans, man.
Ain't nothing to play with.
What the jerk chicken do?
They be running all their life.
Yeah.
Built for this.
Motherfuckers carry water and shit miles.
Barefoot.
All right? Barefoot. I don't even know if that's true.
It might be mad disrespectful what we saying right
I can tell you were shooting from the hip. I wasn't jumping in.
I don't know if that's true.
I'm going to let you shoot.
Stop. They probably had a good upbringing. He probably won third pull.
I'm going to let y'all shoot.
Didn't Usain Bolt say some shit like that? Like he used to race cars or something, or he used to try to I don't know. He had to run the
He was a NASCAR driver, bro. He wasn't talking about running after car. He was a NASCAR driver.
What the fuck are you talking about right
You
now?
said he raced cars. I just,
Said what? Who?
Chasing
Did you hear
down
the name I
lions
just
and
said?
shit.
nah.
I don't
Faster
know.
than the cheetah. It's the race cheetahs back in the day.
Yeah, that's what he said, right? You don't grow up in that kind of environment in the USA.
Yeah, I guess not. I mean, well, unless you
live
Tiger
at the
King.
zoo.
Unless you Tiger King.
Tiger
You got them
King.
tigers.
I mean, even then,
Tiger King might be fast.
he might be fucking fast.
I never thought
So
about
he
it.
had the
They
knee
need to let
braces
him
on.
out and have him running in the Olympics.
I bet you he does the cone drill mad fast.
Yeah, the three
Like just trying to get in here.
Yeah, he probably
Here's the
be
meat
killing
to
that
get out of
shit.
the cage. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's in the cage and shit, so he got to
Yeah.
move laterally
He's
quick.
used to the toss the meat,
Facts.
run back out.
Yeah, that
definitely a
dude.
3-cone guy.
He could probably play slot corner.
I don't know. I don't know.
He probably could cover up
Maybe
like an
just that
element or something.
specific event in the combine, he could probably body that.
Gotta have loose hips. I don't know if he's got it.
Maybe, I don't know.
Bad knee.
Yeah, he do got a bad knee.
Yeah.
Do got a bad knee.
Like a prosthetic
He
knee.
definitely can't put the other dude in there. Don't, my other man missing a leg, right?
Definitely. What other sports we got?
Oh, man. Man, Westbrook disrespect, bro.
What was this? What was this?
I mean, I know you hate the the game rating shit,
I do.
but they got him rating as an 85
On the game?
on the game.
Hey.
They had Andrew Wiggins ranked higher than him.
All right,
They had Mikal Bridges ranked the same as him.
Oh.
It's like he averaged a triple-double again last year.
Well, what do
Anything under a 90 is disrespectful.
But
to
I
me.
think when
90
you're
is what I would put.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was gonna say.
85 though. That's
crazy.
disrespectful.
That
that
is
shooting
disrespectful.
got to be
That's
really
pretty disrespectful.
holding down. I
It's gotta be
guess.
negative.
It's got to be negative.
It's gotta be negative for
Because
it
your
to get
other
down to
skills,
85.
like his athleticism, is probably the 99.
Yeah, like
That's
he probably
crazy.
got mad badges. You know, they had the badges on 2K.
Yeah.
He probably got all the badges because he does so much shit.
His 3-pointer probably like 20 or something.
85 is mad disrespectful.
That is.
They gotta chill with that shit.
Particularly
on
when
us.
you give the other names. When you say Wiggins is higher, that's a
Yeah.
killer.
It's disrespectful.
Yeah.
Mikal Bridges.
I would
I would say
put him at
that's
a
fair.
90.
It's disrespectful, man.
I'd put him at a 90.
They gotta tighten that shit up. But hey,
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I guess he is like Lamar Jackson in because they're both getting disrespected. So
I'm sure
I guess
Lamar
it is a fair
Jackson gonna be a
comparison.
90 something plus though.
Lamar Jackson's not getting disrespected.
This is why are you asking this guy these kind of questions? I
He's
don't
not
get it.
getting disrespected.
Has the league
Is what it
figured
is.
you out, Lamar? What?
They gonna ask that every year though.
Yeah.
That's the question that's gonna always be asked.
Say no.
And he's gonna go out there
He
and show and prove
did
again.
say no. He said I strongly doubt
Then
it.
go out there and show and prove again.
There you go.
I'm just saying this.
That's over.
It's just this one thing that was the most obvious to me is that he was going to dominate the NFL. It's just he's done that at every stage of his career. He's dominated in low league, fucking high school,
That
college.
was good. That's why I want to see why you say you're getting disrespected.
I don't
Because
know.
they're still asking him these kind of
He's
questions.
regularly MVP discussion. He's
Unanimous
discussed
MVP.
in the top tiers of quarterbacks, even though you don't hold him to the same standard that you do other players. I don't understand what disrespect is.
I do. I think so.
You do not.
I think he's elite. I mean, it's just
You
one
do
of the,
not.
we're going to look back 10 years from now and be like, man, this guy was one of the most special players we've ever watched.
Remember that 5-year run he had? What else do we got?
I'm excited for football, man. If you
Even
can't tell.
after we whooped that ass yesterday?
Yeah, even after that.
Steelers got spanked by them Panthers.
Oh, did
Darnold dropping
I didn't see
dimes
that.
all over the field.
He did.
Oh, Donald's going crazy.
I don't know. I don't
It
know.
was 34-9. It was a drop.
Beat down.
Damn.
But I mean, that's what happens when you're
When you get beat down, that's
Yeah.
what happens.
Yeah.
when you're playing the back end of the 90-man roster and they're playing their front end of their 90-man roster.
Disrespecting
It's a
y'all.
discrepancy.
You disrespecting him.
I'm just
It's our
saying.
third preseason game.
Yeah.
Give a fuck about your schedule. Just
Yeah,
because you
that's for
played
sure. Look,
7
look,
preseason
yeah,
games
look.
by now doesn't mean
Dwayne
we shouldn't
Haskins-
play our guys.
Dwayne
gotta suit
Haskins
up and
nah. He's a good. He's
thought
a good.
he was doing all right.
He was.
Not no more.
He got in there against
Panthers
a,
took a bite out that ass like wifey.
He got in there against a first team defense, and it looked the same.
Brian Burns.
against the third string defense. Did he? Is that the one who caught the pick on him?
Yeah, Burns caught a pick. I don't know how. It's
It's a tip ball.
Okay.
was
I
a tip ball.
looked at the box score. Is all I did.
Bosco fans.
Yeah, preseason. I ain't watching a
Yeah.
second of preseason.
Yeah, he's. I don't know. Dwayne Haskins got a long way to go. Long way to go for that guy. But there's some rookie quarterbacks, man, that I think I'm going to set the NFL on fire week 1.
What you got?
Zach Wilson, dog.
Knew that was coming.
He's got the highest quarterback rating
Looks
of
good.
the rookies.
Looks good.
Like I said, he was my favorite coming out. I thought he was better than Trevor Lawrence coming out. I think he's special. I think the only thing that can stop him is injury and the Jets. The Jets.
That's a perfect excuse for you to have.
Yeah,
so that you don't ever have to give it up to Lawrence. You can just always blame the Jets.
Yeah, it's the
I know
Jets.
how you work.
That's fine. And your boy, man, it's over for Cam.
It's
over for Cam, bro.
Yo, why you on our ass so much? Like, it's like
saying.
every other day you got something to say.
I'm just
saying. Why you worried about us so much, bro? We ain't on y'all schedule.
Cam has fucked himself.
Look,
Cam has set himself to be the number 2 quarterback at this point.
They're trying to box Cam out. They're trying to make it like,
who is that?
I don't know who they is, but they is them. But because he didn't get vaccinated and he had to sit out for 5 days because he left the premises or whatever, yada yada yada. Now they're trying to make it like Mac's about to get the starting job now.
But why wouldn't he though?
Just because of that. No injuries.
But why?
Not that he's played bad. Just simply because he had to sit out 5 days and he practiced yesterday.
Though, again, to me, whenever I mentioned this before, whenever is neck and neck, like it's visibly neck and neck between the veteran and the rookie, you should always give the job to the rookie because it just don't make sense. It's like, yo, why they're so close.
I don't hate that opinion.
I'm gonna say not necessarily because Mac ain't playing nobody's number 1 defenses right now. So he's looking good and efficient against not having a fucking.
They say he lit the Giants. I mean, it's the Giants. They don't have a number 1 defense.
Exactly.
Exactly. He was lighting the Giants up in practice.
Just put things in perspective. He had Chase Young running at him when he got in that Redskins game.
What contract does Cam have?
But one thing that don't matter with quarterbacks, it's just like, can he spin the ball? Can he get the ball in the wide receiver's hand?
Yeah, he can do that.
That's it.
We know
it don't
he
matter
does
if you
under duress, though.
twos.
We haven't seen him do anything under duress. He hasn't had any pressure on him at all. They've been blocking the shit out of him.
Yeah, I mean, that's
you know what I'm saying. Like,
Patriots got a good old line.
Yeah, we do.
So maybe that's gonna be the case.
We'll see what happens. I don't like how they try to box Cam out on some that stupid little COVID shit.
But you don't want the best player to play. You don't think that?
I want the more experienced player to start the season.
Let me ask you a question because I agree with what you're saying. I think that makes sense. Mm-hmm. What do you think about the idea of losing Cam if you don't start him? I'm not explaining that well. I think there's certain situations where if you paid a veteran to come back and still be a part of the team, you're like, I feel like you're wasting the veteran, or you're throwing away the veteran if you start the rookie right off the bat.
Yeah.
If the rookie has 3 bad games, then you ask the vet to come back in, but it's not the same.
I feel like
I'm not saying that's right or wrong, but the player himself has already lost his spot. Feels like y'all fucked him. I don't think it's
changing the dynamic of the team. Especially because we all know how Cam is. He's like a general on the field. Like he really like holds that captain shit on his sleeve when he runs the team. So if you bench him and start Mac, which I'm not sure if he has that same pull on the team as Cam does right now, it could change the whole dynamic if Mac comes out and duds for the first couple games. You know what I'm saying?
Bill Belichick said that he's not ready to make an announcement. That to me tells me already that it's Mac Jones' job. That's what I think. Like I said, it's too
that's
close.
Been his stance since we got Mac.
Well, and that to me tells me that it's Mac Jones' job. That's what it is. When it's neck and neck, when you're looking at it like that, you got to play the first round fucking pick. You got to play the guy with more upside at this point. You know what Cam Newton is. You know what I'm getting out of him. I gotta see what I'm getting out of this dude in games, in stadiums and stuff like that. This is my first round pick. We're gonna throw him out there.
I think that's more of a philosophy of a team that doesn't feel that they have a playoff potential.
Possibly.
Right. If you have a playoff potential, I think the right move would be to start Cam, and that's not just because
we have a great team around them.
I think the Bears should start Fields right from the beginning.
But the Bears have playoff potential. They got good defense.
They do. That's fair. That's a fair point.
I'm just saying, like, but it's not. They haven't said it's neck and neck, and we haven't seen that it's neck and neck between him and Andy Dalton.
Different. We have seen that. Fields is by far better than Andy Dalton right now.
No, Fields has had his growing pains though. Like he's made some terrible plays out there on the field.
The dynamics of him on the field.
There's a difference between the Bears and the Patriots, though.
Yeah,
they are a possible playoff team, and that is what I said. but they're not a team that you think could even make a run.
Yeah, the respect level is
the Patriots,
not there.
although they had a down year last year, I think the expectation is they got defensive players back this year, and I would expect them to be in the mix. I don't think y'all are going to make a Super Bowl run, but I think it's possible. Yeah. So in that case, I feel like Cam is the better option. But I get what you're saying. If it's not that big of a difference either way, why not figure out what the other guy can do?
Preseason rookie quarterbacks have been easily Mac Jones and Zach Wilson. I just think he hasn't made any mistakes. So it's like, why not get this dude to go? I just don't.
This is you,
and it seems like he fits what the Patriots want to do more so than what Cam does.
But I think this is you again putting way more importance on his preseason games than should be, because it's not the starters. Mac is not playing against the starters.
I know,
you know what I'm saying? So it's just a different thing.
I don't think it matters. I think when I saw Dak Prescott out there balling, you knew it didn't matter if he was playing against the ones or the twos. You'd be like, okay, well, this dude can actually obviously play football. If you're trash, you're not going to look good against the twos. And you're going to look. You might look okay, but you're not going to look. You should look spectacular versus the twos and threes. Mac Jones, Zach Wilson, they have looked spectacular. They are not making, you know what I'm saying? They look the part. You're going to look average out there. You're going to look, okay, well, maybe he can do a little something. That's it. Well, I don't know. We'll see. But Mac Jones is definitely coming. At some point this season, he will be the starter. That's all I'm saying.
We'll see.
I wouldn't take that bet. I'm with you.
Yeah.
For at some point in the season, but I hope not. I hope Cam does.
You would say that about, typically any first round.
Right, that's fair.
Unless he's sitting under Aaron Rodgers, but that's pretty much it, but still, yeah.
We'll see.
I don't think Andy Dalton's been bad. I got to look up his stats.
I haven't paid a close enough attention. From the reception I've got was that he wasn't doing well, but I could be wrong.
We'll see.
Anything else important? We're pretty much out of time here to still get samples in.
I think last week I brought up to y'all the Hood Olympics.
Oh, the greatest thing ever.
And then I guess it took the internet by storm after we finished that pod, and it was everywhere. I told you that shit is real out there.
And I can't quit watching them. They're incredible.
The Hood Olympics?
The Milk Crate Challenge.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah. Absolutely incredible.
Who fucking came up with this shit?
Just the government, man. Duh. Everybody knows that.
Oh, yeah.
They been putting milk crates out in the corner.
Who would sign up to go to do this shit? Would you do the Milk Crate Challenge?
Yeah.
You would do that shit.
Yeah, bro. It's going to hurt when you fall, but
it's going to hurt like a bitch.
I just need to know that I could do it.
I don't.
You're a vagina, bro.
I would never do that.
You scared? You scared? Say you scared.
Yeah, I am scared.
I'm scared.
I'm fucking scared.
I'm not.
Have you lost your mind?
I'm seeing a lot of pipeheads they had doing it. And
what do you get for doing it? You get nothing but the self satisfaction. Or
that's all I need.
If you
they
don't,
be paying people. So I've seen a lot of people get paid.
Who's gonna pay you? If you don't make it, you just become a fucking joke.
It's
Everybody's laughing at you.
Who cares? It's hilarious.
Even if you break your fucking arm or back,
I'm not gonna break something. Nah, at that point, then it's a problem.
How do you know you're not gonna break something? Bro, what do you mean?
I drink milk, dog.
I drink fucking milk.
I ain't never broke a bone in my life.
Never broke, and I'm not. You signing up to do it. If you get on top of those milk crates, bro,
it's 4 or 5 crates up. It ain't that high.
Have you lost your shit,
Look,
bro?
I fall in style,
bro. You gonna be like 7 feet in the air. You know that, right?
5 crates is not 7 feet.
I don't know what it is. It's not 5 crates is not the tallest.
I don't know. I'm not doing like a 35 crate thing.
Yeah, once you get in like the 7-8 range, you kind of pushing it. That shit going
pushing, bro. You a high motherfucker, bro.
I just feel like it can't be as hard as it seems.
All right, well, we're gonna get some fucking milk crates.
Yeah, if you do it, I'll do it.
You can do this shit on concrete.
If you get them, I'll do it.
We setting that shit up on concrete.
I'm doing it in the grass. I'll do it.
No. You brave. You ain't worried. You drink milk. Make sure you come out there with a gallon of milk, and you'll be all right if you fall on the concrete.
Man's Mike rolled a pearly blunt on that joint.
Easily.
Over there. Nothing. It was nothing. It was nothing. It was slight.
I would never in my life
get the crates, and I'm doing it.
He had no words.
I saw some places they got them crates on sale,
99 cents.
I seen that.
Get the crates, and I'm doing it.
I seen that.
It's like motherfuckers is capitalizing off of that shit.
They are
for sure.
People are stupid.
I would never.
Buying
I'm
crates.
not signing up. What the fuck you gonna do with the crates when that shit is not popular anymore? You know what I'm saying?
They spent
What the fuck
$15.
you gonna do with this shit?
Who cares?
Well,
Actually,
you
crates,
just throw them away.
crates is actually a very good tool to use, though.
Yeah.
You can use crates for anything.
Put records on.
People are using them for concussions right now. Concussions right now.
That's how I use that in concussions.
I might have done the milk crate challenge before I came here. But no, seriously, why would you sign up for that shit, bro?
I mean, hey, people do anything for money.
I think it would be fun.
People do a lot of shit for money.
$20 or some shit.
I think it would be fun.
All right, we go keep
Get
that
the
energy.
crates. Get the crates,
Keep
and I'm
that
doing
fucking
it.
energy.
You got the pickup, load them up in the truck. Let's do it.
Oh yeah,
Get the crates.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Get the crates.
We'll go
On
get
grass, though. I ain't fucking with no concrete.
No, y'all drink your milk.
We're on grass.
Drink your fucking
I'm
milk,
gonna fall on that
man.
grass, not fall on the fucking
I'm gonna
concrete.
float across these streets. Not even concerned. All right, well, we got to wrap for real if y'all getting these samples in. I don't have one.
I got one. I found one.
I got a sample.
All right, well, we got to
Yeah,
wrap
right,
then.
dude.
If you're on YouTube, you already know we'll be back next week. We will be a little bit late next week. By the way, keep an eye out. We're going to record Tuesday next week. But we appreciate y'all listening. We'll be back next week.
Peace.
Peace.